you played?
Dude, Rebirth. Actually, there is Rebirth.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, we can play it.
Rebirth is nice, but
I mean, if it's bad, then let's do whatever's better.
I mean, Rebirth is a lot of action, that's for sure.
just keep on.
You gotta have a good squad, though.
Yeah, definitely.
TikTok, do you still trade perks too or not?
On and off whenever I feel like it.
Alright. Sit together with my fuck.
Not too much.
Out of your life.
Precision airstrike ready for tasking.
Went up 14.
Dunskies.
Changing mags. I saw the light there.
Yeah, man, it's so annoying. All the stocks are like $11.
Oh, I know. Everything's up. That's why I'm like, hey,
He doesn't. Yeah,
look at fucking Warren Buffett, dude. He's just sitting on cash. He's not in the market right now.
really.
Yeah.
He always does that shit though.
I know, and that's why he's a fucking billionaire, because he's smart, man. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm just fucking stable coined up, and I'll wait for everything to crash, and then I'll move in and just sit, and I'll just accumulate.
Crashed.
Nah, no way, bro. We have not crashed, especially XRP, bro. You know, I'm thinking about buying XRP again.
Yeah, they got that bank partnership. I was telling y'all I mean, no, they are a bank now.
Well, no, it's contingent.
I think they filed something again today.
No, it's contingent still, bro. But that doesn't mean that it won't get approved.
Well, yeah, it's not fully there, but it got a huge step forward.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm gonna be patient with it, just like I was before, and I don't have to catch every wick, bro. I want confirmation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Confirmation's key.
If it starts going back up, right? Like, let's say that it doesn't get a crazy push down in 2026, the market goes up. I think nobody who isn't in, they should buy until we get up over 270 and hold. Because
Whoops.
you really want to be above 270 and like also hold 270. Hey, but the good thing is if Ripple really wants to become a bank, they can't hold more than 20% of the XRP supply.
Right, and that's why the price is going back to $1 or lower.
Well, it just depends because they're only left with two options. Well, three. They could either burn it, which is likely not going to happen. Two, they dump it on the market.
Whose kids are fucking playing in the background?
Three.
Bruh, slap your kids, man.
Did you guys see my message in the crypto channel about Kraken offering OTC buying now?
No, but did you see how fucking Coinbase, you have to be a member to get your APY on stablecoins? That's such trash, bro. I
They
will
lowered it, man.
I will never use Coinbase ever again.
You know, I found
4%.
out.
I get 3.5.
I'm actually considering not really holding shit in my bank anymore because I make more money on stablecoin APY than.
But dude, it's what we're seeing is crypto turning into regular banks. You got to pay a membership fee monthly, you know, and you got to and you get 5% APY.
Target area marked. You're cleared high.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a lot of money, then you know the membership isn't shit. But
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Stand up.
Dude, crypto's just becoming business as usual, man. It's about to be no different than the bank. The only difference is you're gonna have no cash to where you can transact, you know, privately. Everything will be digital and tracked. We're cooked, bro.
Reloading.
Crypto's so good. I'm going to that Stand with Crypto podcast.
dude, did you see how she like she's playing both sides a little bit.
I know she is. I'm going there on the 17th. That's tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So I'm gonna be on the podcast. I'm gonna talk to like Gavin Newsom and our representatives here in California, and I'm gonna tell them, you know, what I think and how I feel about it. Like, and even Jessie, she's gonna come with, and we're just gonna cook them, bro. Like, we're not even gonna fucking go easy on them.
Hey, Loki, ask him to clean up the streets over there so I can move over to California.
And that's part of why I'm trying to get out of here, bro.
Yo.
All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
But
XRP's actually doing pretty good. It's up 275 still.
On your right.
I'll tell you though, Wednesday is going to be awesome. This is going to be the first time I'm going to someone else's studio to be on their podcast.
So it's gonna, like, they're just gonna record and post it.
Yeah.
Bro.
Someone get me. I'm down.
This guy's actually rezzing. Let's go.
Enemy position here.
They're all up on the hill.
Did you guys get to that buy station? You see that one on your left?
Dude, I'm taking off, bro. This is way too hot. I'm out. Right here.
Moving here. Someone buy me back in.
Let me find... Dude, the buy station's way too hot, bro. I can't go over there. We gotta go somewhere else.
Someone buy me back in.
Hold up.
You can run to that one behind you out of zone, but you gotta get back in zone.
I know, I'm working on it. Dude, the Stand with Crypto people have no idea. They're about to get ambushed on their own fucking podcast.
I saw the way she was like looking at when you asked specific questions, bro.
Yeah, she was not ready for it. She didn't realize. And then I messaged her back. I was like, hey, like, I'm sorry. Like, I kind of fucking, you know, hit you like a little unexpected, you know, but like, that's the type of show that I do. And, you know, we want to ask the difficult questions, you know, and I don't do softball interviews. And I was like, you know, you can bring me on your show, and I want to, you know, ask those questions again. And this way you have an opportunity on your show to be prepared and say whatever. But, dude, I ain't got the cash for it, bro. Here, someone want my cash? Here, come get my cash.
Where you at?
Right here.
Drop it.
Need armor
This
here.
fucker grabbed it.
My parents were talking about how technically taxes are unconstitutional.
They are, but you have to be not in your what is it? Your corporate capacity. So your name is a corporate fiction. So you have to take that back first. And I have a doctor coming on the show who's going to explain all of it and show everyone how that they can take back their sovereignty. So that's coming up soon. Actually, I need to call him. All right, we got movement over here.
Paying taxes if they actually went to our shit. Just get sent everywhere else.
Marking new safe zone.
There's a guy behind you guys. It's that guy there, bro.
Yeah, what I will say is Cardano's gonna do at least a 12x whenever this next leg happens. I'm gonna make a video about it and post it on TikTok.
Damn it.
Enemy movement.
Damn it, he got me. Fuck. Buy me back. Bro, we got cooked.
The enemy took that one,
Dude, I
but
can't do
we'll get 'em
anything in the
back.
game. It's not my game.
And make sure you guys follow me at Ozthecryptogoat, all lowercases, no spaces on all platforms. You want to play a game with the same squad?
No,
Yeah.
let's get a different squad.
I mean, they were all right. At least they stuck by us.
I think the squad I was with earlier, bro, they were actually mic'd up too. Like, really good.
Dude, Jesse's gonna come with me to the Stand With Crypto thing, and she's gonna go and tell him that she thinks that crypto's a scam. Jesse gives no fucks.
So awkward.
It's gonna be so epic, bro. I'll tell you what, in this space, you either love me or hate me. And I'm okay to be the hated guy, because somebody's got to fucking say what it is, you know what I mean? I was at that last party, and like the markets were just starting to go down, and everyone's like, oh yeah, just buy the dip. And I was like, short the market.
Dude, I remember that. You were streaming. I remember that exact, like, they were all talking and, like, telling their stories or whatever.
You guys, what is his name? The guy that streams with Bullish Bay.
Cosmic.
Cosmic.
You know how he was saying the DXY was gonna go down? I was like, shut up.
Oh my god. This is so stupid, man.
I
Both
don't
of
get
them.
it, like,
Those two are the worst.
They're the worst.
Tell their audience what's gonna happen. People, like, wish watch both sides. And so
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, Bullshit was like, I'm more in shorts, and then, like, it pumps. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
I honestly think people would learn better. Just tell them what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing. Maybe somebody did it the way and maybe you noticed something on the chart they didn't, and they.
She either, yeah, she says both outcomes and doesn't really help anybody, and then,
Right.
or she's like self-promoting herself on her own live. It's annoying.
Yeah, and you know what? You notice that they have like 150 people watching, but it's only the moderators in the chat. It's totally
Yeah,
paid promotion. They're just paying for the viewership. It's sad. I totally. Did you see Cosmic Crypto's video? He's like, something about like it's the same 11 people always watching, and Big Baller was like, commented, "Nope, just you, bro."
Yeah, okay. I love him, bro. He's hilarious.
And then I was just like, "Yeah, bro, TikTok's LARPing." I was like, "You gotta get on a real platform." Where are we going? Promenade?
Oh shit, somebody peeing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, how do I...
Hey, you know, honestly,
Actually, let's go here.
I think I'm in a good spot. I can be the guy who's like neutrally bullish, but like I think I'm better off like also explaining like what I think like short term. Can't be like too
You gotta
blindsided.
stream more, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, if everything goes crazy and pumps, I'm okay with it because nothing is really telling me that it's gonna do that. So I'd rather just play it safe and miss out on one. I've missed out on so many fucking cycles already. Like, what's one more? I'd rather just be safe and secure, you know?
I'm just betting on it happening next year, but I also don't have shit to lose. Like, I don't got kids. Nothing. So.
Right. I get that.
Just stalling, if anything. That's like,
Yeah.
But then you
But like also, since, you know, I can move some of my XRP over to BTC, and I can short it with no leverage to hedge my position.
Yo, what's good? Why is everyone else's mic so quiet?
You know what I can tell you though is I think XRP is most likely going to lose its $2 range before going back up.
We're on all platforms at Ozthecryptogoat, all lowercases, no spaces. So we do, you know, we do gaming, we chat crypto, I do technical analysis. Yeah, we do pretty much everything, man. We do conspiracies and rabbit hole show. Yeah, join my Discord. Discord links in my bio. You can find me on like TikTok or YouTube. Oh shit! I just took his shit. My bad. You want me to give it back? Hold on. I got you, bro.
Nah, you're good, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, this is a fucking shotgun, dude. No.
Wait. Fuck, I'm so far from you guys.
Yeah, XRP's literally been in a ranging channel, and then Cardano was in a rising wedge contracting, and that should spill over.
Nah, dude. Look at XRP on the weekly. It's a double top.
Checking. I mean, I've already been bearish for weeks, so.
Yeah.
We had a descending channel.
And it's also like a broadening wedge on the weekly as well. But I think it's I like to go off, you know, the double top is a more likely. It's just confirmation. No matter how you look at it, it looks bearish.
You know what and don't take this like the wrong way, but the thing that I'm thinking of, which a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, but the wick on the 10th, it filled almost every single important zone, and there's a lot of people.
Right, but
saying, you know,
it needs to
basically they
retest, Josh. The retest.
Right, but
So it needs to close a candle at that point before it can go back up again.
technically yes, but 50% wick fill is enough.
Yes, but considering it being the end of the year, it's probably going to fill past the wick. It's just once the candle closes at the wick, you'll see a nice bump up from there, and that's like the return to normal, and then it'll crash again. That's just how the cycle runs.
It just depends how the year goes.
I mean, I've seen this many times, bro, and
Yeah, I get it.
it's cooked. Like, this is just what happens. Everyone's going to take their profits. They're going to buy their Christmas presents. They're going to go on vacation. They're going to, you know, cash out, and then they're going to come back. You got to remember, there's a ton of people that got in at smart money.
They're headed back to base.
I feel like most of the people out there, like they've had months to take out at a good time.
Well, they had months to take out, but everyone's been screaming to high heaven super cycle.
I mean, look at this. BlackRock holds almost 4 million Ethereum. There's no way they're just gonna hold that if it genuinely goes that low.
Sure they would. It's not that much money to them. That's a drop in the bucket. That's a moon bag.
Yeah, but it's their customers' money though, and they have rules. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but the customers are the ones making the decision to hold it because everyone's preaching, you know, super cycle.
Back and I popped the rest.
Not everybody. I think more people are actually bearish now. Because, like, think about it this way. Like, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they got their ETFs while everything was still going on. With XRP, we actually got blessed because we got them after it dumped. Which is actually a good thing.
Come on, let's go get
Because,
a car. Let's go get a car. Come on.
I mean, you can tell how antsy people are with the sell button. I mean, we have $1 billion. No, people are still selling.
Chat, did you see that? That was so sick. Bro, I'm getting good at this game. I'm like almost
You guys tomorrow.
I'm almost back to where I was like during COVID. Dude, this foot massager is so fire. Shit.
It'll be 176 first, 142, 90, and then the absolute max is 80.
Got loot here.
Because anything below that, you might as well just fucking get rid of crypto at that point.
I mean, with gold being so high and silver being so high, I'm pretty convinced that everything's about to crash. It can only stay up like it is for so long, bro. What goes up must come down.
Yeah, but the S&P 500 doesn't retrace 100% every time and then go back up.
Yeah, but that's different. That's the S&P 500, bro. That's not crypto.
I know, but I'm just saying.
It's
like,
not gold.
The people who are calling for 30k Bitcoin, what they're basically saying is like that there's no growth in crypto because why would we?
30k Bitcoin. Now that's crazy. 45k, 40k.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Everybody's
I mean,
for 30 out there.
I don't know.
Even retail, bro.
I mean, I'd like to see it. I'll buy it. I'd like to see it go to 25. Shit, I'll call for 5k Bitcoin if it makes it go lower.
Hey, there's a CME gap down at 2,500.
You're about to get like 10k.
Bro, if it goes to like 10k, I'm gonna buy like 20 Bitcoin.
Well, you know what Jimmy Cramer said? He says, I'm bearish, but Michael Saylor's gonna figure out a way how to get it to pump. He always does.
Oh yeah? You sure you won't Bernie Madoff it?
I don't really care what he does, dude. Because he's not gonna rug it till it's worth rugging. So I'm just gonna ride it and get out before that happens.
Gas is inbound.
But I mean, let's be honest, it won't be him who rugs it. It's gonna be the people who made it.
He might rug it. Dude, he could definitely rug it. And dude, if you don't think he'll rug it, man.
He doesn't need to rug it to make money, though. I mean, you're allowed to sell your Bitcoin, like everybody else sells all their Bitcoin, so he should be allowed to sell his Bitcoin.
Moving here. 16 rounds. Out. Sending rally point.
But people rug it till it's worth rugging. We got at least till $1 million, I think. Then I'm out.
Incoming! Target grid empty. Negative BDA. Squad mate has entered the gulag.
What do you think, TikTok sellers? XRP gonna come all the way back down and fill the fair value gap?
They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
Fucking coin's inflated, bro. Everything fucking else is. Which fair value gap are we talking about?
I'm
Well, there's two. You want the one all the way down at
Your squad mate lost the fight.
49 cents, or the main one down to 62?
Let me see it. Alright, let me look. Sure.
There's
49 cents? No fucking way.
Hey, so if
That's what I'm saying. It's,
gold and
dude, there's people who think it's gonna go below 50.
Oh shit!
Dude, XRP
What the fuck?
Shit going on for it, bro.
Dude, I was getting hunted by these two guys for the longest time. Fuck, it took forever for them to get me, but Jesus.
Get back out there.
Well, once Bitcoin makes its bottom, that's it for any downturn. So.
Yeah, and it'll probably bottom out, flatline for 2-3 years, and then it'll start picking up. Dude, that's every cycle, bro.
I looked at the charts. It isn't that deep. Everybody says that. It's like I spent weeks back testing on everything. I went through every dude. I looked back at everything.
It's not all TA, bro. It's macroeconomics. It's the way the cycle works. It's more than just TA. You have to zoom out and look at the big picture, right?
Yeah, but it's biased upon what people look at. I have my reasons to be bullish for next year, and other people have their reasons to be bearish, right?
I will tell you this: there is a possibility.
Good points, right? I could make a bunch of videos, and they're all facts, and you could make a bunch of videos. It just it just depends which way people side.
I get what you're saying. However, it's never happened.
Well, we've also never been in the situation we were in.
Well, I'll tell you this. Every cycle, there has been the narrative of the super cycle, the extended cycle. This time is different. I've heard all that shit before. None of that's new. What would be new is it actually happening. Revolution says crypto equals scam on Abstract.
Don't let stand with crypto see that.
I don't think it is if you know what you're doing. Personally,
I mean,
it's like a money multiplier.
Money multiplier. It's multi-level marketing. It's a pyramid scheme. At least it is right now. The same thing. It is right now, and that could change. But that's, dude. Have you? My family has always been deep into the multi-level marketing crap, and every time it's literally the same selling points that you see in those things. They're like, oh, this is a new product that's coming out and it's going to change everything. It's been out for 20 years. It's never fucking picked up, but they get new suckers in every fucking year to get into it. And then they get new suckers, and then those suckers get new suckers. And that's just what it is. And so, and it's still that. It's that until mass adoption.
But let's be real, not everybody's ever gonna win. That's not a thing.
Revolution says 2 words: Bernie Madoff. Jesse, we're chatting voice chat in the Discord if you want to hop in. She's on Abstract right now. Trolling Josh.
The wick goes down to 126 for XRP, so that's 30% from here.
It'll drop more than 30. 30%. It's gonna hit $1. I'll tell you that, or just above it. I mean, what the charts are showing right now is 132. I think 133.
Yeah.
But that's where it would bounce from and then continue lower. It could potentially hit, 70, 50 cents.
Did Ondo come out in 2024?
Wait, can you hear Josh on Abstract right now? Oh, they can hear you on the chat. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Everyone's hearing everything you're saying, Josh. You're getting roasted in the chat on Abstract.
Wait, is Ondo actually only 2024 it came out?
Yeah, it's new.
What the fuck? I thought it was older.
Well, see, Algo is old. It's been around for a long time, but
That's
Ondo,
yeah.
and they're basically the same thing.
Hey,
Algo's at 11.
I think, regardless if we drop to 132, I'm longing and then closing that out as soon as volume disappears, but there's still plenty of reasons for it to go up from there. It does not fully retrace.
You know what?
It could. I'm not saying it won't, but
If we do go into a flatline crab market, I'll probably leverage trade through the crab market.
I'm gonna start leverage trading the tokenized versions of stocks.
Ruck up. You're headed to the war zone.
Man,
Tesla's gonna go up 14% on a 100K position, bro.
why would you want to buy a tokenized stock when you can just buy the stock?
Because you can't margin trade it. There's like benefits of it.
I understand that, but I'd rather actually hold something.
I'm not holding it, bro. I'm just in it, and then I'm fucking taking my profits and running.
Not the crap market, the crab market. Like, you know how crabs walk sideways? That's the crab market when the market moves sideways.
Station, green light. We're deploying to the war zone.
Has to go to the moon still.
When moon, bro. Fucking J-Dan.
God, bro. That's got
Why
blocks, man.
Dude,
why do you guys dislike him?
what a reason to get...
He
Dude,
banned me.
he...
I had rage bait me, man.
Not only that, like, I had said something on my live stream where I was just like, somebody was like getting mad because of what I was saying about XRP going down, and I was like, look, if you don't like it, there's plenty other creators that you can go to that will feed you moon cheese all day long. I was like, go find J-Dan, go find Bullish Babe, whatever. And then J-Dan messaged me and was just like, hey bro, I heard you've been talking shit about me. And I was just like, no, when people don't like what I have to say, I tell them to go watch your show.
I mean, he's not a dumbass. I will say that.
Oh, he knows what he's talking about, but also he doesn't understand macroeconomics. But I do know this. I watched his live stream the other day, and he finally was like, okay, macroeconomics plays a role. You know, that news plays a role. And that's all I was saying to him was like, hey, man, you need to, you know, understand that there's more to it than the charts. You got to zoom out sometimes, because crypto is such a low market cap compared to the stock market. It can be manipulated, and so even if something looks like it's going to be something, they can just flip the script on you and you get cooked. So you have to take into consideration those other factors. And he didn't like that I was basically schooling him. And there was a couple times where he was like going live and he was saying, oh, it's going crazy and make sure you know, and I went in there and I was like, hey man, it's dropping to this level, and then it would hit every single time. And so like he was tired of getting, like, I don't know, I wasn't like making fun of him or anything. I was just like trying to help people, you know. And I'm like, you can't just be like screaming moon cheese to high heaven, you know. You got to be realistic.
Yeah, I just feel like it can go both ways sometimes. You know, like any single week something in the positive can come out too, and you know, stays that way, and then people miss the bottom again. But that's what this is, though. This is like you're never gonna make money not taking risks.
Well, that's the idea, is you got to take high risk with a small amount and low risk with a large amount. And they just be like telling people, throw all your eggs in one basket and mortgage your fucking house at the top of the fucking cycle, bro. Like,
I mean, let's be real though, the housing market is definitely gonna crash.
oh, I know. That's why I'm trying to sell my property now.
Somebody was arguing with me in one of my lives the other week, and he was basically saying that, you know, crypto was overvalued, and I was basically telling him, well, first of all, the stocks are more overvalued than crypto, and then second, if anything is going to massively crash, it's going to be real estate.
Everything is overvalued right now. Absolutely everything.
I feel like tech company stocks like Nvidia are nowhere near overvalued.
Dude, that's exactly what happened during the .com boom, is what you're saying right now.
But who's valuing it though? Like, who decides when something is
just like XRP? What's valued is the speculation that something's going to do something. But
like,
then,
Nvidia is making better graphics cards each year, and you know, people like myself will keep buying them. So.
and I get that, but at the same time, it doesn't cost as much as their, you know what I mean? And like their profits can only be so much. They can only charge so much for a graphics card.
I mean,
real quick, that's the issue. The market decides, and as long as you continue to pay that high price and they know you will, then it is overinflated. It is too much for what you're buying. So that's kind of the blind. You just said right now, oh, I'm going to keep buying it anyways. So what they're going to do is like, well, these stupid people will buy it at a high price. We'll keep raising it because they'll keep buying it.
Right.
I mean, technology is always going to be one of those things, you know.
Dude, even the IT guy says that shit's too expensive, don't buy it.
I mean, maybe I just think differently. I mean, I'm also like part of the younger generation, so I mean.
See, that's the thing is, I've seen this happen. The story never changes, bro. It's the same fucking story over and over and over again. History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. Hi, Jesse. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the fray.
I wasn't happy Josh was getting too comfortable in what he was saying, and he was wrong, so I had to say something. Sorry.
Hey, you know, we'll see. At least I know for once I was telling everybody before all this shit started crashing. So.
Oh, damn it. He got me. Dude, I had him too. I needed one more bullet.
Yeah, something really interesting. If you mark the zone on here. Honestly, Oz, I think if XRP does go under $1, I think that it's gonna be too cooked.
And that's another issue is like, if XRP goes under $1, why does Ripple want to use, why would it want to use XRP when it can literally just use RLUSD and just bypass native tokens altogether? You know, so there's that as well. So I think based off speculation, because we're still in a speculative state, XRP has the potential to get another run out of it, and it can either do something crazy because of adoption or just be completely cooked because nobody will need it. And I think that that's the direction we're headed, man, is we don't need that shit. Native tokens are old tech.
Companies might, I mean, it's still going to be used.
But for what? They don't need it.
I think it was just a way to get people dump their money. I'm sorry, like, it's a scam. Like, they're just like, oh, let's make them think it's gonna go up, and then people panic sell. And then they're like, oh my god, it's dropping, and then they buy the top. It's just a scam to get as much money as they can to put it in something they really want to. Then if you can't see that, you're gonna get scammed too.
Exactly. You got to wake up to the fact that the technology is adapting and changing, and it's becoming more like the banking system is now because of adoption, because of institutions getting into it, and it's going to mirror what we already have now, and it's going to be stable coins, man. That's what they're pushing for. Look at what Coinbase literally just did. You have to have a membership. That's what you have at a bank. You have to pay your monthly membership fee at the bank, and you have to pay, you know, your overdraft fees, which is basically switching from coins. And, you know, you collect what, 2 to 5% APY on a savings account. That it's just banking as usual, but digital, so there's no cash. So they can track every fucking thing we do. They can basically tax everything we do. They can make it so that paper money goes away. And we're all just cheering it on.
This store today that I went to was offering 4% discount on cash purchases.
Right.
It's like,
They
goddamn.
want you to get rid of the cash. That's why.
Right.
They want, even in a lot of places, in like, because we're out in California, LA, there's no cash. You cannot pay with cash. And people
Really?
are like,
Can't pay.
oh, yeah. Or
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
oh, people, they're you know, watching us. They've already been watching us. You don't think everything you do, I mean, your phone reads your mind. They're already watching and paying attention. They're getting rid of the cash, and they want to discount it. Like, oh, if you pay cash, you get this percentage off. They don't want you to have the cash in your hand. They want you to use credit.
Yes, and
it's scary they can even do that. Like,
every sporting
it's
event
legal currency.
is cashless now.
Yeah, they're getting you.
And that's where it starts. If they test it out in sporting events. And I'm sorry, but that's what we're headed towards, is a digital cashless society. It doesn't benefit us in any way to do crypto. And that's why I'm going to go on that podcast and fucking, I'm going to basically tell them how I feel, and that the only way that I'm going to be for crypto is if they create a crypto constitution that keeps the power in the hands of the people and doesn't allow government overreach. But you know damn well that ain't gonna happen. But I'm still gonna say it.
The whole point, but that's what I'm saying. The whole point is, if everything is digital, at any time, your government can pull the plug.
Yep.
All your shit is gone. And then you are completely dependent on the government. That's where all of this is headed.
Look at COVID in Canada when the truckers did their protest. Canada literally debanked all of them and shut them down to where they couldn't do anything. And because they had cash, they couldn't do anything about it. And people were, you know, sending them cash. But if they get rid of cash, then they can't do. There's nothing that they can do, and they can literally shut down a protest.
Yep.
And that's the direction we're headed. I'm sorry, but nothing good is coming from crypto.
And the American government doesn't do things for the American people. They do things for the government. And
Exactly.
I would not put it past them to be like, oh, you don't want to do what we're going to do? Poof, your money's gone. Do you want something? You better come to us and ask. And we'd have to be these loyalists and fucking fascist bullshit, and that's where we're heading. That's the whole point. That's why he's pushing crypto so hard. He doesn't want you to have cash. He doesn't want you to be self-sustaining. He wants you to come forward with your hands out, hoping for some kind of, you know, what do you call it? Help or whatever. Like, that's where we're headed. And crypto, that can be taken from you at any time. It's digitalized.
No, I mean, I agree with it. I'm just here to make money. That's like my thing.
And that's where I'm at with it, is like, but you're not making any money when you're spreading or helping other people, when you're spreading this idea that everything's sunshine and rainbows, just keep buying the dip, you know? You're doing everyone a disservice. We got to be realistic in what is happening and zoom out.
My only counter to that is they've been able to do it with regular bank accounts. So to like push it on, they need crypto to do this is just false.
I'm trying.
They've always been able to do it.
You gotta buy fast for that zone, yeah.
It's like open market, same with stocks.
Oh shit.
Are you dead? There's people everywhere.
I mean, look at BlackRock. They started buying Bitcoin again. So it's like.
And think about it, BlackRock, you know, Michael Saylor, they're willing to take a loss just to make sure that people accept it. They need it to happen.
I think it's wild that people are like, BlackRock did this. BlackRock moves in private. And if they leaked that information, it was intentional. Because they work behind the scenes. They're the shadow behind the people. If you believe they're out here giving you information on purpose, no, they're leaking that information because they want you to think that. And I really think people don't understand how BlackRock has functioned, because it's not even BlackRock. There are people behind BlackRock that are controlling BlackRock.
If BlackRock loses hundreds of billions of dollars now, but long term crypto gets adopted and basically they have control of everyone and their money and can track every sale, they win.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I just think they've already been able to do it with bank accounts, so I don't see why it's like only they can do it.
Because people still have cash money. The idea is to get rid of cash altogether.
But they don't need crypto to do that, though. They can do it with the regular banking system and just get rid of cash.
And that's why there's still that possibility that adoption already happened and crypto's just a scam, another way to get money off the street.
Exactly.
There's a bomb right there.
We're gonna find out pretty soon enough. But I think just as much as I could be wrong, everybody else could be wrong too. And like I said earlier, there's like plenty of biases out there, and factual information that goes for both.
I mean, for me, it's easy. Just look at the idea of what do they want to accomplish, and you know, 1 + 2 = 3, 2 + 2 = 4. It's so simple to me. We know exactly what's happening and what direction it's headed. The question is are we going to cheer it on just to make our bags pump, or are we going to do something about it?
He has a good point, though. We really don't know, and he's right. You know, factual information is relative based on bias. From what I've read and from what I've seen that's released from the White House, they stop releasing reports of how the money gets spent. They stop releasing the reports about unemployment. They don't want you to know what they're doing, which is a very dangerous precedent. That's why a lot of people are leaning towards this is all a scam. Because not only has he rugged crypto, Jesus, I don't know how many times, and his sons, he knows it's a scam. He's pulling out as much money as he can.
Yeah, they're just extracting liquidity.
And that's all they're doing to get, and also at the same time being like, you need to get rid of cash. It's so wasteful. That's starting with the penny, and it'll eventually reach its way all the way to the dollar. And once it does that, they have full control over everything.
Right.
And that's just how it works.
It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, it's frogs in a pot. You know, if you throw frogs into a boiling pot of water, they're going to jump out. But if you throw them in the water and you slowly turn up the heat, eventually they boil and cook to death.
I think the bigger problem here is a certain country I'm not going to name.
You drinking too much juice, bro. Put the juice box down.
A lot of countries are a problem, but ours in particular are a fucking disaster. We are going to crash and burn because of that idiot. And it wouldn't have mattered, honestly, to be fair to the Cheeto in Chief, it wouldn't have mattered who was in office. We were going to crash anyways. He's just speeding up the process by about 10 years. So it wouldn't have mattered either way. But
my hope was that by voting for him, it would basically get him off the playing board. You know what I mean? Deal with him for 4 years and then be done with him and not have to hear his fucking name anymore. But
yeah, well, you tell that to my grocery bills that are about $500 more than they were last year this month.
You know what's crazy is like we were all sold this idea that he was going to fix the economy, he was going to fix the stock markets, he was going to fix, you know, the wars, he was going to deal with immigration, and the only thing that he's done is deport people, pretty much. Everything else he's pretty much screwed up.
Yeah, we told you. Y'all didn't listen. You're like, no, cheaper this. Yeah, how'd that fucking work out for you?
Yeah, nothing got cheaper.
Free. We needed a third. Everyone was like, oh, no. I'm like, you guys, the only thing he's done is made inflation worse, unemployment ridiculously high. He's not helped one war, he started wars and has been paying for fucking Israel to lead a genocide. And the only thing he's good at doing is ripping apart families, kidnapping children who are US citizens, deporting US citizens, and y'all voted for that shit.
He started a civil war. Look at what it is now. We literally have ICE getting arrested by sheriff's departments. If that's not civil war, I don't know what is. It's the state versus the federal government. The problem is in the first civil war that we had, is the federal government was the good guys. Now it's the opposite, is where the federal government is the bad guys, and the federal government was meant to be there to keep the states from overreaching, and now the federal government's overreaching. Who's going to protect us from the state? Because the state's overreaching too. We're cooked.
I think another country basically controls what happens over here.
Josh. Well, we're not on TikTok, bro. You can say whatever you want to say.
I'll bet. Yeah, I was gonna say that I think Israel controls all of our politicians and everything. It's pretty obvious.
Thank you. Somebody gets it. Oh my god, I'm so fucking tired of hearing that they're fucking. Oh no, poor
You know what's-
Israel. Fuck them.
You know what's crazy is that's a bipartisan thing. Even Big Baller agrees with that.
We're headed to the war.
And he's as far right as it comes. So
I wouldn't argue that it's I don't think it's a one-sided thing. I think specifically younger people are waking up to that, but I think the whole reason why we have so many problems is literally because of Israel. Because, like, first of all, they made our current
well, look at
system.
Erica Kirk, her whole Shabbat Shalom. That's a psyop, 100%. Like,
but everything, like every news who were on the news, also from Israel. I can keep going. Everything by Israel, and like especially how they lie to Christians.
even Hollywood, man. Like, and Israel's kind of run everything in the entire world for years. I was watching this. I was watching this thing about how they were talking about how Israel needs the U.S. economy to collapse if they're going to become the new world superpower. And I think that's the direction that they're headed. They want to become the new leader of the free world.
I mean, that's what they've been trying to do.
Exactly, and they're never going to stop. They see the difference between us and them is it's a crusade for them. It's a holy war. How do you win a fight? Is you give the people that are fighting something to believe in. You know, a reason to go off and. So it's a crusade, which means that we're cooked because we don't have, we're bifurcated. We're not, together working in unison. They're going to get us. We're going to lose.
I think Trump had, I think the problem is I think right now he's being told what to do. I'm not gonna lie.
100, or he's being manipulated and he's so stupid he doesn't even know.
Because the thing is like when he ran on his first term,
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
he was like different, and I like also the thing is like they keep. First of all, the thing that pisses me off is he says that he ended the war, but
No, he didn't.
I've still seen pictures, right? Like that's a lie. But then I told us a TikTok seller earlier today because the White House posted today. What did I say? I have to pull this up again. It was pretty interesting. I think I give it to him another year, and if
Supply
nothing
box
changes
secured.
within
Move
like
to the
another
next one.
year, then we're definitely cooked.
Josh, do you believe in the Bible?
I've been doing a lot of research about some things that don't make sense anymore.
Exactly. I like him. I know I give you a hard time, Josh, but you're the future, and my kids and you that are similar in age are our only hope. We need you to see the whole picture. I know it's like millennials and Gen X, they get tunnel vision, but you guys are our only hope. That's it. Millennials, we're tired. We raised menaces to society, and we hope it's worth it.
One
But
supply box remaining.
you know,
Move
take
to
everything
secure.
with a grain of salt. The Bible, the government, liberals, Republicans. You know, you and TikTok seller are all we got, man.
No matter what happens, you should always be looking over your shoulder and trying to think, what's the angle? How am I being manipulated?
Well, what I think is, I do believe that
Contract complete.
there is a God.
All
I'm not
supply
saying the whole
boxes
Bible is
found.
fake, but a lot of it seems pretty fabricated. A lot of things don't make sense. I think people should start asking more questions, honestly.
Agreed. And that's why I do what I do, man. Turn you all into critical thinkers.
But the White House, they posted,
Oh,
they issued a warning
shit. I got sniped.
to Israel for violating gas ceasefire in Gaza. They said if you want to ruin your reputation because you don't abide by agreements, be our guest, but we won't allow you to ruin President Trump's reputation after he brokered the deal in Gaza. Which is basically them now admitting that there is still war in a sense.
Dude, that war's been going on for thousands of years. I said this before. Do you really think Trump's just going to stop it with a swipe of a pen?
It's less about the war, though, in particular, because it's a whole big distraction, because, like, Christians, they defend Israel because they think they're on their side.
They're not.
The guy that says this, but total different religion.
Israel looks after Israel. They don't give a shit about anyone else. They will take everyone's money and save themselves.
But the thing is, they control everything, though. And like that's what people need to realize. And so, like, same thing, like, I would say even with, I mean, look at the porn sites. Anybody ever look at those? Like,
Reloading.
But who gave them that power? We all did. We're all responsible. We inflated them, and now we're all paying the price for it. Now, not us, I'm talking about the boomers and Gen X, but what I'm saying is that they pretty much all the countries handed over everything to them, and we made them what they are. Now they think they're untouchable and infallible.
You gave it a solid try.
I think America can go on a great run, only because I'm seeing like more and more people posting about Israel now. Like it's getting out there. So,
And that's the difference is we now have decentralized media with social media. So
that's what I was gonna say is I like Elon Musk because if it weren't for X, a lot of this stuff wouldn't come out. Like, a lot of people hate him. I don't really understand why. I'm sure some people might have some of their reasons. But when it comes to being...
what happened to TikTok seller? Is he on a bathroom break?
He's AFK.
I don't know. I think they lied about that part of the history too, but...
Let me eat in peace.
Here's my thing about Elon Musk is, even if he has good intentions, he's still paving the way for total control.
Didn't you hear the quote that he wants to save the world, but he's the only one he wants to save it? And that kind of mentality is who he is. I believe truly that he does want to make the world better, but only if he's allowed to do it.
TikTok, here comes the gas. Here comes the gas.
Probably under his terms as well, you know?
Exactly.
I don't know. I found it sus when they kicked Elon Musk off of the OpenAI.
I like Elon, but you can see, obviously, it kind of has to be, I guess, same narrative that Trump has, where he's wants everything done the way he wants it done when he wants it done.
Why do you think him and Trump butted heads? Because they both have to be the savior of the world, and only one of them can do it.
I mean, as long as they, I think the problem right now is I think that Trump got compromised somewhere between like the half point of his second term.
Look at Trump when he did the tariffs. The only set in stone tariff deal that we have right now is the deal with Israel, and that was the first deal made.
I think we need to shed light on that, because I think if we get rid of Israel, I think a lot of things could change. that's going to be dependent on people. Because look at the UK, right?
Are you saying glass of juice?
Glass of juice.
Did you just say glass of juice?
No,
That's what I heard.
Hey, are you you playing COD by yourself right now, or?
I mean, TikTok seller is supposed to be playing. Why, you want to hop on?
You got, yeah, if you got space, I'm back on already.
Yeah, we got space.
UK.
I'll send you an invite.
People that they can't
join.
work if they don't get digital ID. But I think what people need to realize is that if they just all don't get it, then it doesn't work. But
Yeah, but people are sheep. You know that. Like, there's certain things I won't have in my house because I'm not going to bow into peer pressure, but it doesn't matter what the 5 of us do when everyone's willing to do it because well, everyone else is doing it. If we all stopped working for one whole day, we could get the government to bend their knees. But will everyone do it? No.
Nope, because they're all fucking
Not a chance.
poons.
And everyone's just gonna follow what everyone else does. Well, I won't get paid that day. Fuck you. If everyone didn't go to work one day, the government would be pleading for help. But we can't do it. Nobody wants to. Everyone's so divided in this country and the world that everyone's like, well, if we do this, it's fuck you to the other side. Well, if we do this, it's fuck you to that side. We're so fucked up right now. And I think you're right with Trump. I think he has dementia. I think he's being lied to. He's being manipulated like a puppet, but he's still a fucking moron. If you heard him speak, he said groceries like 7 times in 1 minute, like he didn't know what the word was.
No, I think he's compromised because of the Epstein files, and that's where the Jews got him. You know, because because we know that there's you know, Israeli assets and Mossad agents involved with all of that. We know that it's all kinds of like foreign diplomats and country leaders that are all in on that. So I think that that's what it all boils down to.
well, my question is, are they really just? I mean, I found out the other day that they want to now be able to deport people who are literally Americans just for talking about the same shit we're talking about right now, which is real fucking crazy.
Yes, he said that. He said that. Trump said
What?
that if you don't agree with him, that you shouldn't be in this country. If you have which is fucking wild. He wants to get rid of anyone who has dual citizenship. If you don't
Well,
claim complete loyalty.
A couple weeks back, they did mention something about like removing the freedom of speech because it's a dangerous thing to have. He said, where
Not dangerous.
we
I
shouldn't
heard
be
that,
going
yeah.
around saying everything we want to kind of say.
He
basically,
said
you know?
that, yeah,
That's
that people
fucking
don't really
nuts.
want it. They just think they want it. That's what he said.
And this is why we need the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment protects the First.
The thing is, though, we really don't have anybody else to vote for, which is why people gotta expose this shit, because voting for somebody isn't gonna solve all these problems.
It doesn't matter who you vote for. It's a uniparty
Burn
now.
it all down. Start a revolution. Burn it all down, and we'll start all over again with the new generation.
We
That's
gotta
what I think.
start playing Call of Duty in real life, I guess. That's what it seems like. But no,
I think the only
everyone's a bunch of poons, you know what I mean? No one's even willing to do anything. The only thing that people care about is pumping their bags, or, you know, I mean, people are just struggling to fucking put gas in their tank and food on the table. And they're keeping the cheese on a string just enough to let you get a little bite so that you think that things can get better, but they never do. And it keeps people pacified, but they still keep marching in the direction that they want to head.
I mean, see, this is the thing for me, is like the only reason why I'm so even like interested about this whole market thing and crypto thing is that, you know, like now that I know how basically all this shit works, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna admit I'm just here to make money, and I don't really give a shit what happens outside of that. Because like also at the same time, I also know that nothing changes unless people actually start speaking up about the problems that there are. So it's not just on like one person per se.
And that's what I'm trying to do here, bro. Like, I'm trying to be the voice speaking up. I'm really hopeful that someone hears my voice on Wednesday, I think it is, because no one else is doing it. you know? And it's really sad to see that no one cares.
I just think that the people who are only ever talking bad about crypto, they're trying to project the whole world's problems on one specific thing. And like that's the only thing that I don't like about it.
We disagree. I don't like crypto for many different reasons. It is especially not just in this country, but in others. It is just a tax on people, and I'm sorry, no government wants the middle class or the poor to make $1 million. They do not want that, and in no way would they ever support something like that. It is a tax on people who don't know any better, who think, oh, I can make quick, easy money, or you're literally making the money on people's downfall, which is already evil in itself.
Exactly.
But at some point, they are going to take all of that from you. You're going to wake up one day and your balance will be zero. And you try to pull it out of that cold wallet, the second they see it, gone, because they don't want you to be rich. There is a 1% for a reason, especially in this country. And
Or
if
they
you truly believe that you'll ever be part of it, you're delusional.
Yeah, it seems more likely that they'll get everybody to invest into these native tokens, and then they'll basically say, oh, we're regulating that native tokens are trash. We don't need the technology. They all go away, and we're all using stable coins. That seems like the most likely scenario. And everyone's going to get stuck holding a bag of worthless coins that do nothing.
I mean, but look at the stock market, though. I mean, look at all the older people. Their entire fucking life is in the stock market.
Where are we going, bro?
Again,
they're going to get fucked, too. That's the point. The point is, in the last 10 years of this government has been given more and more and more power to the government. And the stock market will be the last thing to fall, and then everyone's going to be like, oh no, the stock market. No, we've had the stock market crash many of times. The point is, will it get back up this next time? And that's going to be up for debate.
They may just abolish it altogether. Think about
it. You don't own anything.
You'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
That's just the way I am. I think I'm pretty confident that all this shit is going to get exposed and some good is going to come out of it here soon.
Sweetheart, I'm a millennial. I've been thinking the same thing my whole life, and here we are. The same goddamn thing over and over and over.
Well, there's a care package on the roof.
It only gets worse.
I mean, you know, besides, there's just really nothing else you can do. I mean, like, still learning the skill of, like, trading stocks and crypto, I still think people should do it, because, I mean, if everything goes to shit, then, you know, there's nothing anyway, but at least you're doing something.
I totally get that, but you know what's weird is that people like me, I got a call about 2 months ago. I grow food, right? So I don't go to the store for certain things, but someone reported me. And what ended up happening was the electricity company came out, because I work off of a well. They're like, well, what are you using that's extra electricity? To make sure that I wasn't growing anything I wasn't supposed to. And they were like, oh, do you plant, you know, what about these plants? And I was like, well, they're not that much. And I just blamed it on we had extra air conditioners, but they're trying to control every aspect.
They think you're growing pot.
No, they would out here, like, if you use just a little bit too much electricity, they'll come out and see why. They want to know why. What are you doing? Are you growing your own food? You're not supposed to. We don't want you doing that. It's fucking wild.
I thought that you're allowed to use all the electricity you pay for.
Did they check
in California?
That's not green.
They'll regulate, they'll regulate how much you're consuming.
I mean, that's not a thing over here in Iowa, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, California, man, they're on another level.
See, this is my thing though. There's so many younger liberals,
dude,
specifically that were like going on TikTok saying Gavin Newsom should become president, and I'm like, well, like California, and I know there's this whole conspiracy because everybody says that because they don't even live there, right? I get that, but and it's not just California, but like it is kind of overreaching, and I'm sure like. Obviously, I mean, if you put somebody on the other political aisle in that state, they wouldn't fix shit either. So that's not my point, but, like, it's still crazy.
I will vote for Gavin Newsom if he runs for president. 100%. I will rather stick with the evil I know than the evil I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not saying he's perfect, but my kids, the school systems got exponentially better out here. More funding for books, more funding for upgrades. I mean, you guys don't see it because you're not in California, but everyone is entitled to health care. And even if you can't afford it, he'll make it so you can. And people like, oh, it's illegal immigrants. No, it's the citizens of California. So he's done a lot for this state. And I've not agreed with all of his policies. But again, I'd rather stick with the devil I know.
Where's the money coming from, though? Like, that's...
We're the 4th largest economy in the world. Most of the country gets your agriculture from, guess what, California. Your meat from, guess what, California. Not only that, we have Silicon Valley. We sell the best technology that
Silicon?
you can get in the United States.
Silicon Valley? I think it's silicone. There are a bunch of fake titties out there.
Though. Like, if you look into it, they've got something to fund the other. Like, that's all these administrations do.
But a lot of us here are willing to pay that tax. The schools are better. Our roads are paid. Like, we have access to
California's roads are terrible.
We're talking, yeah, but
they're the
out here
worst
we live
in the
middle of
country.
nowhere. Well, because it's in the city, what I'm talking about. But it's all the same. Like, I feel like there's an advantage here, and being one of the 4th largest economy, not the States, 4th largest economy, is because we have deals with everybody and we don't isolate people.
No, it's because of all the land and what's produced.
We have a lot.
Don't hate me for saying this, but I don't think that a healthcare system for everybody would work. Like, I've crunched the numbers multiple times. It just doesn't work.
Well, look at everything that's privatized is cheaper. Everything that the government has their hands in is more expensive.
Actually, I've done the research. All we have to do is cut. Okay, so the federal government, when it budgets out, 70% of that goes to the military. If we took 10% of that and put it into universal health care, everyone could have it. Every single person, actually 7%. All they would have to do is cut 7% from the military budget and not buy fucking sushi every fucking day, and everybody in America could have universal health care.
Just one of those care packages to Israel would cover it.
Thank you.
Can we at least agree, though, that these medical companies are...
Damn.
They're evil.
Damn, Baller is killing it right now. Savage, bro.
You get taxed. The problem is, like, the medical shit only costs so much because it's overpriced, and then they lie and say, oh, well, if we lowered the prices, we couldn't afford to pay our staff, which is bullshit, because if you actually look at the numbers, there's only a couple people who are profiting off of everybody being sick. So...
And those are the people who don't want universal health care, because Big Pharma makes a huge amount of money, and that's what made me upset that Trump is now partnered with Pfizer to make their own kind of medication to sell to people. And if we were to get universal health care, they would not be able to gouge everybody like they are now. And not only that, everyone would have health care. No one would have to go to the fucking ER and have a $10,000 bill when they get out that they're never going to be able to pay.
Well, I mean, the interesting part is that Pfizer's an Israeli company, so...
Oh my god. It all everything boils down to Israel, man. It's kind of crazy.
But it's not even just Trump, though. It's like everything is... I don't know if that's true. I don't think they are.
No. I mean, that's what they go by, obviously, you know?
Well, but they only do that to trick the Christians, though. They're not.
I'm so glad your guys' generation sees through the whole Israeli bullshit, because we've been trying to say it, but nobody listens to the millennials, but you guys get it.
Well, for so long, it was like if you said anything, you were like a Nazi for saying it.
Oh, you were an anti-Semite. I got called that a lot, and I'm like, no, I'm just anti-bullshit.
Dude, I got sniped.
Yeah.
Dude, he's been just sitting there watching that loadout box.
That needs to be done is these medical companies need to be,
They were both up there.
Dude.
The one 1% controls it, people like Trump. That's why he pushed this whole bill that's and it's gonna literally triple everybody's health care by not allowing them to get affordable health care. And so we're gonna be in a almost horrible
Oh,
now they're
Oh,
gonna charge what they
dang.
want.
I mean, I think the only saving grace we would have now is if Israel gets exposed. That's what I think.
I mean, it's happening, but I don't think anyone does anything about it.
The UN won't allow it. They won't let them get exposed.
But they are, though.
As we need the boomers and the Gen Xers to
Deny,
disappear.
even if they do get exposed, you know?
I mean, that's what Trump does.
Okay.
You know, I think Trump would have been a good president if he didn't get compromised by the Jews.
He compromised himself.
He's a goddamn pedophile.
He shouldn't have diddled children.
Even if he's not a pedophile, he fought to protect pedophiles. So before we go down the good president road, he's no better than Bill Clinton, Gates. He's not better than the Prince whatever. He's a fucking pedophile, or he protected pedophiles. He's a piece of shit.
And like I said this before, I forget what I was gonna say now. I've said it before though. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I don't know. I think if he was in the files, they would have used it a long time ago. But
they've been using it. But okay, hear me out. Okay, fine. He's not in the files. Why was he fighting so hard to keep them out when there's pedophiles in that fucking folder? So either he's a pedophile or he protects pedophiles. There's no win-win situation. There's just no win situation. He's a fucking disgusting human being. That's the either way you think of it. And they're not just letting photos of just him out. They're showing photos of everybody. Everybody. And
well,
so
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't like the way that like the liberals were portraying that it was like that, you know, it was like him being in there, because I don't think that he did anything there. But also, like, it was kind of weird how, because he said he was going to release them and then he wasn't. But what I think happened is, like, there were certain people in here that were going to get affected if it went out, so they, like, tried to control him not to release it. That's what I think.
But what's the right thing to do? What would be the right thing to do? Because there are so many survivors that don't get their day because this motherfucker decided to protect pedophiles. Although I believe he is one, 100%, but if he's not, he still chose to protect pedophiles. And I don't care what side of the fence they're on, they all need to be accountable for it.
That is true, but I think it's easier said than done as far as like leaders of the world, I guess, of the states, you know. So.
Well, I honestly like Russia. I'm gonna fucking get slandered.
I think it's just too many bad apples that have done too many bad things that it's kind of hard to undo or to kind of bring to the light, or at least you don't want to be that person that does bring it to the light, you know.
And I agree. That's why we
Way
need
too much
people like
backlash.
TikTok Seller and Josh, the younger generations that aren't tainted, to start all over, burn it all down, and let these younglings control the country, because all these old ones are disgusting, dirty human beings. Period.
Dude, I was thinking about running for, what was it? I wanted to run for a district in our bigger city here, but you have to be like a certain age.
Aren't you 18?
Yeah, but you have to be like 20 something, and then governor, it's even older, way older.
That's bullshit. Those laws need to be changed. People who make laws for a future they're not going to live in should not be able to make laws.
Well, look at all the people who are in the Supreme Court, and they're the same people who have been in there for forever, which means, one, they can hide all this shit.
Exactly. I'm right there with you on that one. That should be like a 2-term thing, and they should not be able to sit there for the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
right. And then Americans like, oh, I'm glad we have term limits. I'm like, we really don't. People that matter don't have term limits.
Exactly.
Looking it up right now.
I'm gonna do quads
Well,
so that we can bring in new people to get them
Wait,
to
hold on, let me
join.
join the back house.
In
You're gonna
Iowa,
join?
we have the largest
Yeah, I'm going
cancer
back.
problem out of any other state, and there's literally Democrats and Republicans running for governor, and they're both lying out their ass because they're like, if I get elected, I'm gonna spend all of our budget resources to figure out what the problem is. And I'm like, bitch, we already know what the problem is. Our governor signed a bill protecting the big industries, specifically the farming industries, because they put shit into the they dump the waste into the water, and specifically like Iowans, like we get cooked by it. And so what it is they're protecting the bigger companies, and now they want to waste even more of our money, claiming that they're gonna figure it out. But we already know, but none of them are gonna do anything about it.
Yeah, they're both lying. They're both absolutely lying. They know the problem. They have no intention of fixing it, just putting a pretty bow on it, and hopefully you guys don't notice.
Corporate greed.
I don't have anybody to vote for governor because all the options are like completely terrible, and like everybody always runs on the water issue in Iowa, but nobody ever does shit about it.
Same in California.
Burn it all down, damn it. Revolution. It starts right now if everyone gets on board. Just burn it all down.
You have to be 30 to run for governor in Iowa.
You know, it only takes 5 people to really do something tactically. People think it takes an army. 5 people can do a lot of damage.
True.
How many we got in here? 6?
5.
All it takes.
I mean, Oz, you heard me when I was on that panel when you had whatever her name was up the Stand with Crypto thing, where I was saying like people should be allowed to pay for shit with either cash, crypto, or their regular bank account. Like it shouldn't be limited to one thing.
Right.
Just to pay with what they want.
And that's why I'm pushing for like a crypto constitution, something that is a type of regulation that makes it so the government can't overstep, just like we have, you know, for our laws that govern us, same for our money. So it protects the people from government overreach. But everyone wants regulation so that institutions can come in and run the show. Like, that's not what we need. We need regulation that keeps institutions and governments from overstepping.
But what did I tell you? It's not about the people. They don't care about the people. It's about protecting the government and the banks.
Right.
And that's all this leads down to.
And the people are cheering it on because they're hoping that it pumps their bag. It's terrible.
I mean, I don't really see it that way, personally. I guess that's just me, though. But
Oh man, I miss when I had dreams and aspiration and didn't see the world for what it was. Ugh, it must be so nice because the world fucking sucks, and when you get to that point, you'll see what we're talking about.
For real.
I don't know. I just think it's a little bit like not everybody's gonna win. That's just how the game is. But I genuinely noticed when I got shit on. But it's just same with stocks. Like I just think that it's not a. I think free markets is not necessarily a bad thing.
It's like George Carlin said, it's a big old club, and you ain't in it. And we are
Yep.
not the 1%, nor will you ever be. And so you are just a pawn in their game.
Even if you become a millionaire or a billionaire, dude, you're still not in the club.
Well, that's exactly my point. Like you taking $1 million or even $1 billion from the market, you're not taking shit, which is my whole point. But the thing that people need to understand is like it's not saturated. Like I will never be a communist or socialist because one, it doesn't work, and like also if you take away capitalism, then there's not really a point to live anymore. but I think there's like overreach, like specifically with the medical industry. It's like you have to have some sort of things like the Constitution so people don't overstep.
Exactly. And that's what crypto needs.
I think it's funny when people are like, communism doesn't work when China has been around for 5,000 years and will outlive the United States. And I'm not saying I side with communism, but what I'm saying is that they have universal health care, they have universal college, like anybody can go to college, they have all those things, and they have some of the lowest poverty rates because of the way they function. Now, do I agree? No, we're all given propaganda. We're supposed to hate China. China's supposed to hate us, and all of that in between. But I just think it's funny that we as a country are barely a couple thousand years old. No, excuse me, a couple hundred years old, and we really think we're going to outlast these countries that have been here for thousands of years.
Ooh, you should come back. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I mean, the only thing with China, though, is the only people who are really thriving in China are the people who are already rich. So that's why.
How is it any different then? But at least they have universal health care. At least they have the needs that they have met.
But
here
you
we
don't
are
need,
with the highest poverty.
You don't need communism for universal health care, though. Like that's.
It's socialism.
Yeah, but if we need to go to that route of communism, socialism, the problem with that is the only way that works is by government control, and that's the one thing I don't want. And I don't want.
We're already there. But that's what I'm saying. You're saying about communism. What I'm saying is that that is where this country is headed, because everything will be regulated, just like China. And you don't want to see it that way, that somehow capitalism is going to exist. It doesn't. Or there would be a, what do you call it? There'd be a, everyone would have a decent amount of money. There should be no trillionaires. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. There should be no trillionaires when kids can't get food. But in places like Russia, who have universal health care, college, food, and China, and we're supposed to hate these countries, but they're literally feeding their poor.
We're only supposed to hate them because they don't have a central bank. They don't have the Federal Reserve. They don't use fiat. That's why we're supposed to hate them, because we can't control and manipulate them. And they want to create
a lot longer than we have.
Right, but they want to create a one world government with a one world currency, and they can't have that if those types of countries exist.
What I believe is that there's more land and that we live in a whole entire prison, all countries included, and you can't fucking leave. That's what I think. And all it is controlled by a couple people.
You're probably right. God, that makes a lot of sense.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's a ship tracker, and it was coming out of the Arctic. And a lot of people, this is the thing that I hate, because so many people shit on the flat earthers. But the funny thing is that they try so hard to hide the fact that there could be more land out there. And my theory that I'm always going to stand by is that everybody in all these countries is all a slave, and you can't leave, and that they got balloons that are floating in the air, basically like a whole huge camera system that you can't leave. And I think that the true top people of society live on the outer lands. That's what I think. Because everybody says that the flat earthers are wrong, but then explain why the fuck can't you leave? Why can't I go and see the actual
I think they're all right.
Look at the flight paths. They don't make sense. Like, you know, and the funny thing is too is that the conspiracy theorists always end up being right. So, and they're also the minority in this situation. And also, all the fucking space images are fake as shit.
I think
I was a video editor for 3 years. I do Photoshop. I can tell that shit is fake, and it pisses me off when people say it's real because I can see that it's fake.
What I believe is that the world that we know it is flat. It's a flat section of a globe Earth. It's just a portion that we're being shown, and the Earth is much bigger. And I believe that it's hollow at the in the center from the North and South Pole. I think everyone's right.
It could be either of those, but we're definitely.
I think it's like a different side that we're just like the reason why the flat Earth people think is, and they can potentially be right, is that we're only on one side of the globe. So therefore, it would be more close to a flat Earth. But I think there's a whole other part of the Earth we don't know about, and we're not allowed to go to because we're bad children.
Right. We're in the prison planet.
I know that for a fact. And all these different political things that happen around the world, it's all just a shit show to make people not realize that. And like, it just has to be. Like, think about it. Elon Musk always says, I'm building rockets to go to Mars. I actually think he's lying about that. I think that if he is going to end up being a good person, all those rockets are built for transportation, and he says, I want to go home. So I genuinely believe that he's talking about the outer lands. And we're stuck in it, and like, you can tell. Like, we could argue that it's a smaller part of land on a globe Earth, or a flat Earth.
Put some shots in them.
People could be right or wrong, but one thing that nobody can be mistaken about is that there's definitely more land. Because
no, right here.
There's just no way.
I believe that, yeah.
And I mean, they can zoom all the way into your backyard all the way from up there, so they got tabs on everybody. Like, I work with this company, it's a startup, and I was in the meeting. They are working with this other company that has patented technology, and your Apple iPhone, not even Apple, every phone can read what your brain is thinking to push advertising to you.
Oh yeah.
When I tell my friends about it, they say you're lying. I'm like, motherfucker, I was in the meeting talking to these people. Like, what do you mean I'm lying? Like, everybody.
That's 100% true.
Facebook knows you need to poop before you do.
Dude, they're building the company that I work with. They're gonna use that technology to and basically, they're gonna sell it as an AI package. It's like a fucking chip in it. Like, you can opt in to send your health information to your doctor, because it's like, and it's not like a drug or a medical thing. Like, it's a good company. But I'm just saying, from the point of like, there's other companies, like, they can read what your brain is thinking with your phone. Like, that's a thing. It's like your little fucking checkpoint thingy. Like people think, like, oh, if I ever get hunted by the government, I can just go to an island and hide. Like, no, I'm sorry, but
nope.
They have cameras that will see you on that island. Like,
you have to go to a country that will give you asylum, and even then, they have to accept you for that asylum.
The One World Order, or the people who are keeping us in our little prisons, still know you're there, though. Like,
right, you're not hiding from anything. Look at Edward Snowden. We know exactly where he is.
And if we really want to get into it, we can talk about the fact that most of our people are NPCs, like the Cabbage Patch Kids. The fact that the history was reflooded, they reset us multiple times too, and they probably already had AI like hundreds of years ago, and they just re-release it because.
Honestly,
that's how they update that shit so quick. Every month, it's a new model.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been out. You remember Nikki? She was the one that she worked for the NSA, and she's the one that developed the Discord. I was talking to her, and she was like, she helps program the AIs, right, for the NSA. And she's like, the stuff that the government's using is far more advanced than what we see now. And they're just releasing something that they've already had for a long time.
Yeah.
Did you see when Trump signed the bill to stop like states from regulating AI individually? Like an hour before they fucking release like Trump with a walker, but the White House blames AI for it, and it's like the contradiction. It's so stupid.
What's the
hilarious.
Remember South Park where JD Vance and Trump got caught having sex, and then Trump says, "Oh, it's AI, it's fake." That's the world we live in now.
And
he literally said, if something bad happens, just call it AI.
Yep.
South Park cooked. They're funny as shit.
We might have like two behind us.
Yeah,
behind
I
us.
think give it a couple years and it's gonna come out that there's more land, and then people are gonna start going batshit crazy because everything they've been told is a lie. Wait until you find out that we're exporting goods out to other people and we're all just slaves, and you have this like free illusion that you're not because you can choose whatever career path you want.
Freedom's always been an illusion. You do not have freedom. You cannot speed. You cannot.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
You can't kill people. You can't steal things. The illusion of freedom has been around for a long time, but it has been sold to us like it exists.
Well, I would like to know why there's a ship called Protector 1 and Protector 2 that stop you when you go too far out into the ocean. That's my question.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, bro. You go too far out in the ocean and you're cooked.
Right in the air, the plane doesn't go any higher.
The map doesn't go that far.
Well, they definitely lie about a lot of shit, and the other problem with Trump too is that, like, same thing with the AI. It's like, so let's just say that somebody found out too much. The government's like, hey, we need to get rid of them without making it too obvious.
We got a vehicle behind us.
You're gonna make an AI video of this person killing somebody.
We got a vehicle coming up behind us.
Because the fucking old judge isn't gonna give a shit, doesn't even really know what's going on, and then you get a life sentence. And I wonder how many people have been sentenced to life in prison for doing anything. So I'd argue that number is pretty damn high.
This has been my issue with AI since I was 12 years old, and I've always hated AI and robots because that's when it was really introduced, is that they could fabricate evidence using AI to put certain people in jail that they didn't like. And I feel like that's already happened.
Oh shit, behind us, behind us.
You know what I mean? Like, it is so dangerous. I hate AI to my core.
You see it on TikTok how people will post a video that's real and people will be like, how do I know it's not AI? And now we have this problem where now you can post something that's real and people are going to say it's AI. So it's like a double story.
That was the point of having it unregulated. So anything he did wrong, he could be like, it's AI.
But I think it wasn't just Trump. Like, they've had this shit for forever, and I think they've already been using it. And also the CIA.
He signed Project 2025. This is what he wanted. He wanted people to look at information or look at the bad things he did or other people did or whatever, both sides, and be like, see what I was talking about? You can't trust that. He created the fake news rhetoric for AI, so he can be like, no, look, see, I didn't, or, oh, look, they did. That was the whole point.
Got him.
Let's go. Yeah, that Project 2030 shit is terrible, or Agenda, whatever it's called. 2031.
Agenda 31.
31.
Same thing with, like, crypto is, like, I have this whole group of people that I'm helping, and I told them, like, when Bitcoin hits 1 million, we're gonna sell, because that's gonna be the biggest sell signal ever. And, like, I tell them, like, look, CIA is definitely made by the government. They're gonna rug it. And, like, Satoshi's wallet is literally just a fake wallet, and they're never gonna sell Satoshi's wallet, because when they made it, they did it to give people that sort of...
They'll get other...
more Bitcoin in other wallets.
They'll get other governments to buy into it, right? And then they'll rug those governments to topple it.
That's the plan, but this is why I hate all... Like, and this is, like, no thing, but the reason why I'm so bullish isn't because I think this shit is gonna stay around, but it's the fact that your everyday normal person has a chance before all this shit goes south. It's no damn money. And, like, everybody's saying, like, it's gonna go this slow. And I'm telling you right now, JP Morgan and
Sniper's behind. Oh, shoot.
This shit is gonna pump. People are talking about extreme lows now. We're gonna look back at this in like a year or two, and Bitcoin's gonna be sitting at 250, 500K. I think I'm in this shit. I'm gonna build this industry for as much as I can with my friends, and I'm gonna be vocal that at some point it's gonna get rough. But I just don't think that time is now.
Yeah, we got time. I just...
Like, what am I supposed to use? The stock market?
No, I get that, but at the same time, we need to be mindful that we're not, you know, pushing rhetoric that we don't want just to make our bags pump. That's all I've been saying. Obviously, we want our bags to pump, but let's be realistic.
like I work in the record industry, so I have a startup record label, and my goal is to eventually be as big as Sony. But I have like different contract systems because like the whole music industry is run by the same people. And also, what's funny is when you go to all the top execs that work at these record labels, first of all, they all own each other, and then second, I went to all the execs' Instagram pages, and I'm not weird, but I went on their wife's Instagram pages, and I went and found their wedding photos, and they're all wearing those caps that the Jews wear. So I mean, this shit runs pretty damn deep.
So
I'm pretty sure that's stalking.
you have a record label. What does it do?
Said he wasn't weird.
It's
That's weird.
public
That's
Instagram
weird.
account.
Because I'm working on a new Goat Tribe album with Goat Tribe and Crypto Rap.
I don't really specialize in the AI music stuff though.
But it's fucking fire, and it's the future. It's what
I don't know. In the record industry, there's this whole thing right now, and like my entire like, I literally am gonna have to be a lawyer because of that shit. Like, I do not want anybody to go into the music industry.
Well, it's gonna.
The AIs train off of the artist's shit that's already out there, so it's all copyrighted.
It's too late. It's too late, hun. It is way too late. AI music started happening about 6 years ago. It's too late. That will be the whole future.
Taylor Swift's music, half of or basically all of her latest album is AI, and you could tell because even the Taylor Swift fans were turning against her on that album. So,
well, she's a connoisseurist, so that's fine.
A connoisseurist or a cuntosaurus?
There's big artists, but the ones that are big, like the Disney actor artists, like Sabrina Carpenter, they're all industry plants, and like also like.
Look at Zac Efron. He was created in a lab.
They make people in labs, dude. They can
Yeah.
grow kids and
You can.
Yeah, but he played a great Ted Bundy.
There's a website you can go to, and you can like surrogate a kid. You can pick their eye color, their muscle tone, their skin color, everything.
They've been able to do that shit for years, though.
Yeah.
Exactly, but it's fucking creepy. Just like stalking people online.
And Disney does it.
I wouldn't call it stalking. It's public accounts.
If you're actively searching for somebody you don't know, that's kind of like stalking.
Nope, it's freedom.
No, those people are public. Like, they're the faces of multi-billion-dollar companies. I can't go on and look at their Instagram.
No.
It's public.
I'm with Josh on this one.
Are you guys loading in?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's weird. They like to talk people. My shit's all public. I ain't hiding shit. But
Dude, I'm an internet ghost.
I'm sorry, you want to elaborate on that one?
I'm a ghost on the internet. Like, I have a social media presence, but it's a character. It's not actually me. Like, I don't exist on the internet at all.
I think if you don't want people looking at your shit, you can't have social media. Public profile, and then gets mad.
No, but I would never actively search for somebody I didn't know, like, especially on Facebook. Like, that's to me
Well, not
is weird.
Facebook, Instagram.
I even had Elon try to find me on the internet, and he couldn't find me.
Yeah, but like, look at it this way.
But that's how you would think like the truth comes out right after some hard digging, right?
Well, I was just digging into the people who own these big companies that I'm going up against, and sure enough, they're all from the same country. So. What the fuck do you think lawyers do?
Yeah, it's like private investigation.
Yeah.
I have to admit, like, I'm siding with Josh on this. If it's public information, it's open to the public, period.
Just like, this has never happened before. I don't know how to feel.
I've had issues with stalkers, so I'm very biased on this situation because I've had 3 restraining orders my whole life. Well, from my 20s to now, 3 restraining orders against people who wouldn't leave me alone. So yes, I'm not a fan of the whole let me stalk these people and see what they do and where. It is odd.
They're not private people though. These people are the faces of like big companies, and they affect people's lives, so it's a little bit different.
You have a stalker, Jesse?
I used to. I had three different ones in my 20s, and it was unpleasant to say the least. The last one was when I was 31.
That's because you're a
And I
hot
had to get
commodity.
restraining orders. Well, I had to get restraining orders, and then I moved out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't have that issue because I don't really leave the house, and I can't now because of ICE being everywhere out here. So
I know where you are. I'll come find you.
don't play with me. I will burn your shit to the ground. Do not play.
I'm about to dox Jesse right now.
Not defending that shit, but it is kind of crazy how the liberals didn't care when Obama was deporting so many people.
They had due process. Let me explain to you. They were not U.S. citizens. They had due process. They weren't shipped to a fucking country they'd never been
deported
before.
a
Don't
guy
play with
that
me.
served in the military, took 2 bullets.
I saw that. That was hilarious.
The dude took 2 fucking bullets for his country, so they deported him. That's fucking nuts.
The Trump administration is deporting citizens, the military citizens. They don't fucking care, and nor they're not getting due process. Yes, Obama deported people. Every single president has, but they have due process. These ones, they're being put God knows where. The women are missing, the kids are missing, and the men are getting sent to
What about those
they've never
people
been before.
that were washing up on shore in shackles? I bet you those were deportees, man.
Look, I'm not defending that shit. I just personally, and I didn't even vote yet because I just turned 18, but I just personally dislike far left liberals. I hate them.
Well, I mean, I'm a centrist, you know, like, can we just have a happy medium? You know, can we just get along?
Like, they post videos about how you should hate Elon Musk because he could solve everybody's problems because of how much money he has. And then, first of all, that's false information because half the money they're saying he has is in certain things. Like, it isn't available cash on hand.
Right.
Right? And then second, he's actually done more shit than most people. Why aren't they going after the private billionaires? It's only ever the people who have anything to do with Trump. Which I get it, but if you're only ever doing it when you're at something personal to gain, that's like, you know. And same thing goes for far-right MAGAists, because like, they don't care what bad shit happens on their side. But I'm just saying, like, liberal people are too one-sided, especially far-right ones. It goes both ways, about
Got him.
It's hard because I lean more to the left on a social level, but I also believe that there shouldn't be any kind of laws on guns. So I'm not sure where I fall on this. I'm for everybody get married and everyone have as many guns as you want to protect your family. I'm all for free speech, even if I don't believe what you say. I'm atheist, but I will fight for your right to have your, be Christian and be in public and not be demonized. But at the same time, I just want people to be treated like humans. And right now, nobody is being treated like a human. We're all pawns.
Right, I just like the way like the liberals are when it comes to guns. It's just really scary. I think more people would have actually voted liberal if it wasn't so tight, because it's like they bring up statistics that don't make sense, and also like the whole thing of like whole world order control just gets made easier the minute they start taking away guns, and you notice that in all the countries. So it's like they think they're fighting for the right shit, but they're just not. And then if you look into it, half of the school shootings are made fake anyway by the CIA.
Do not say that. Do not say that when there are parents grieving their children. That is an ugly, ugly thing to say, to tell
I'm
a
not
parent,
saying nobody
oh, your
died, but
child didn't really
Got him.
die. It's all in your head.
That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying
No, I think they're
aren't random.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Downed him.
Like, how is the camera, like the ones
What
where
the
angles of the
fuck?
cameras are so bad?
Someone
like,
come
that
get
shit
me.
has to be fake.
I'll
Like
get
that
you.
has to be.
Yeah, because
like they let them get away first.
If you tell a bunch of people that
I
there's gun
sniped 2 of
control,
them.
shit like that won't happen, you're emotionally
Just hold them. They're gonna
manipulating
come to us right now.
people to basically be against guns, and that's where you
See,
have
and
the problem.
the problem isn't, yes, the fucking kids are, their number one killer of kids is fucking gun shootings. But the problem is, and I agree with you, there's too much gun law. Because let me tell you, mama would be strapped and ready to run in if she didn't have to jump through the hoops to get a fucking gun.
Facts.
But it doesn't, you cannot diminish these poor children who, no matter who is set up to shoot them, their lives matter, and people are upset that no one cares. So when things like Charlie Kirk, I'm like, well, what is it? Thoughts and prayers, and I don't even have that for him because he was a shitty fucking human being. But the thing is that we need to have no gun laws and let things sort themselves out.
Your squad mates in the gulag.
I'm sorry, but I agree with you, Jesse. Gun control only puts guns in the hands of criminals.
Exactly.
I've always said this shit. But,
Yeah, because a criminal doesn't
saying,
wake up, use the gun that's available. Like, oh, can't use that gun; it's against the law. No, the only people who follow the law with the guns are people who follow the law. Criminals don't fucking give a shit.
But see, this is why I hate more of the leftist liberals, because they don't think about this shit, and it just makes me mad because I don't know.
But I'm a liberal. I am a liberal. But I do agree with you. The problem is, people think because I'm liberal and
I'm gonna die.
I'm moderate to liberal that I'm an extreme.
They're headed back to base.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. I think liberals would have more. I think they would do better in the polls if they didn't. I don't know. There has to be some sort of. There's a reason why a lot of people vote red, and they're good reasons. And.
But Trump is signing, one of the first things that he signed in the law was more gun control, and no one said anything about that.
Yeah, MAGA cheered for it.
He made it so it's because it was from Trump. We definitely, you know, can regulate our, you know, they're pushing back on what kind of guns you have. No one said anything then. And it was okay because it was a big beautiful blonde with big tits, and he was just like, I'll sign whatever the fuck you want me to sign.
What law was it?
So low.
Yeah.
About mental health, regulating it, not letting certain people get guns. And not to be mean, but how does that really work?
He did the bump stock law.
He did the bump stock law too. Yep.
What is that?
Honestly, I think I didn't believe it before, but the more time goes by, I'm seeing Nazi Germany tendencies, and I know that that's like a thing that everyone says about the liberals because they scream, you know, Nazi, Nazi, Nazi so much, but the fact of the matter is we are headed towards authoritarianism, and we're doing it very quickly, and it's concerning to me. And I voted for the guy, but I'm not blind to see that, hey, you know, some of the things he's doing is not good. What the hell?
That's crazy.
What did you do?
No, somebody cooked a grenade right above and just dropped it when I passed by.
Dang.
Oh.
Look, watch. Oh, I'm watching the replay on Abstract right now. Oh my god, bro.
Survived all that. Just no grenade. I think they just cooked it from the top and just dropped it down.
Yeah, he cooked the grenade on you.
Dang.
That was cool.
I don't know, and then this is going to be a very, very controversial take, but the way that abortion is done is really scary.
Well, thank God you're not a woman and don't have to make that decision because it's not your fucking body.
I think abortion should be rare and necessary.
Right.
You're not a woman. You don't get to make that choice. That's between them and their creator. It has nothing to do with you. You should not be regulating bodies. And if we're going to start regulating bodies, I think every boy, when they're born, should have a vasectomy until they are ready to have fucking children. And if that was the case and you guys had to be held responsible, none of these laws would exist.
I'm actually for that. You know what, where I'm at with the abortion thing is that's between you and your maker. The government has no business regulating that, and it should be regulated by culture. Is it acceptable or not? And if it's acceptable, then that person can make that choice, and that's between them and God. So if they're doing the wrong thing, then they'll have to pay their price at some point.
I love that the people who scream, "Don't regulate how we use our guns, but regulate a woman's body," and the people making those rules for the woman's body aren't fucking women. And so men need to shut up and sit down. Period.
I wasn't going there. I was just saying, can we at least say it for what it is? Because there's people saying it isn't murder, and that's fucking crazy.
Well,
I don't care
It's
what
a
you do,
fetus.
but
It's a fetus. It's
I
not
will,
it's a clump of
I will
fucking
die
cells.
on that hill.
I mean, the abortions where like a partial birth abortion, that's horrendous. You're literally, if the baby can live and survive on its own, just take the baby out and put it up for adoption. Don't
Do you know how many kids are on the fucking adoption list? Do you know how many kids are in foster care? I'm not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is that people don't get it. And I know people who had to have them, and it wasn't pleasant. It's not like, oh, can't wait to kill this baby, because people think it's a baby. It's fetus. It's literally a clump of cells.
I'm talking about partial birth abortion. So
the argument is they can survive on their own. Guess what? Babies can't do that. You still have to take care of them and feed them. So that's
all right,
not a realistic
but hear me out.
either.
A partial birth abortion is where they birth, the head comes out, and then they snap the neck, and then they pull the dead body out. That's atrocious. Well, it's illegal. It's illegal now, but those types of things need to be regulated. That is not okay. That's what I'm saying.
So then men should be paying child support the second the woman finds out she's pregnant, correct?
Actually, I'm for that.
And that they have to be completely held accountable for the child half and half for the rest of their lives, whether they're in it or not.
I'm just saying we shouldn't be regulating people. We shouldn't be regulating people, but there needs to be, some reason where you can't just have a partial birth abortion. That can't be okay.
But then why is it okay for mass shootings?
It's not okay.
Both ways. Either everybody gets everything or nobody gets nothing, and that's the only way any of this works.
And like I said before, I digress that, if someone decides to make that choice, it's not my place to say, but they will answer to their maker for it. But I do think it's wrong. I think partial birth abortion is a very, very wrong thing, but also at the same time, I'm not having that child.
Not your body, not your business.
I'm just here on the classification side of things.
Primary objective is to eliminate all targets.
But I don't know. I agree with Oz on I do believe that people are going to be judged for their actions, whether people believe in that or not. But I'm just more so on the classification side because I've seen the fucking videos and it goes against everything we've been told. So that's just my.
Well, I think abortion for profit is what should be illegal, where they push abortions just so that they can get the fetal tissue. That's disgusting. Because as we know, capitalism will always just push us in that direction. And we don't need that.
It's scary the way that some people talk about it. They're like, oh, like, I'm going to go have 40 abortions. Like, bro.
Or like the transgender people that are like, I wish I could have a baby just so I could get an abortion. That's disgusting.
Okay, and I agree with you. That is disgusting, and obviously they're saying it for rage bait. But how is that different than MAGA saying I'm going to kill as many liberals as possible? Are we not human beings? If you're saying that baby is a baby, then how are those humans not human beings? Where do we draw the line? Because nobody cares once they're born. Nobody cares if they're fed. No one cares if they're taken care of. So I don't understand. Unless you can promise that child will always have food, clothing, and a roof over their head, you don't get to make that decision.
And we kind of do that already, like
I'm just
kind
saying
of.
it's still murder, though. I'm not saying
The problem is they're taking those children and they're shipping them off to the island, and what is it? 400,000 children go missing in the U.S. alone every year.
And that's what happens.
That's
when you put them up
crazy.
for adoption, and in foster care, they go
But it
missing.
isn't
Where
just
are all
foster
these?
care,
Where
though.
are all
There's
these
kids
people?
disappearing at Disney,
Walmart,
fucking
baby.
everywhere. Like, it's everywhere. Dude, Walmart has tunnels under them. I'm not
Dude,
gonna lie. Why?
I
Walmart
had
collects them.
my daughter almost got kidnapped at Walmart,
I remember the story.
You want to hear some crazy shit?
and the cops were in on it, and so was Walmart.
Dude, cops can't be trusted, bro.
They cannot.
Fuck the
I
police.
actually hate them.
People
My
give me
dad's a
so
cop.
much
I
shit
fucking
for
hate
it.
Be advised.
Fuck
an
the
enemy
police.
squad is tracking your location.
Let me.
Like, the only people who ever like police are the people who are like, they just piss me off. Because
Yeah, I hate cops, man. They're evil. And really, they don't protect and serve. They literally had to take protect and serve off their cars because it was basically they're not there to protect and serve.
like,
They're
why the fuck will I get shit for tint on my car, but you can have tint on your car? Like, what the fuck is that?
exactly
We can
That
hold them like
part.
right here.
rules for thee, but not for
What'd you
me.
say?
We can hold them there. They gotta push
Oh,
them
so
in,
people? Shit. Okay.
Copy.
And then fucking, I wanted, bro, registration tax for your car. Like, holy shit, bro.
Well, that's that corporate
And
fiction.
the block camera systems that are going up everywhere. What about that?
Oh,
Why the
so
fuck are
many. A lot of them get shot where I'm at. People just shoot them.
Yeah, but why are so many people for them? Like, it pisses me off. Like, so many people defend that shit. Like, they're like, oh, but for the criminals. Bro, so many kids go missing and they can't find them. They have cameras in the skies. They can zoom in. They can find somebody if they really want to find them.
Yeah, they don't want to because they want to ship them off to SpongeBob Island.
Dude, have
Pretty
you heard?
much.
Have you seen
One's
the
up in the
videos
air.
of the guys that work at the ports, and you can hear kids screaming in the containers, and they fucking know it too.
Yeah, and they do
then the
nothing about it.
government knows they're in there. Exactly.
That's sad.
I
So-
believe that.
It's like, bro, and also like the qualifications to become a police officer. I swear most of the people who become police officers are just over controlling people, and they do it
They're
for ego
narcissists.
reasons, and they don't.
It's ego
actually-
for sure, yeah. Big time, I've seen it.
I don't know. Anytime I've got pulled over, I play the song "Fuck the Police," just so they know where I stand. If I'm gonna go down, I'm going down.
I mean, it's freedom of speech, but soon that's going to be gone.
I don't know. I'm gonna use it while I got it. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When
That's-
Trump started saying that, but it's not even people with dual citizenship. They said that they were gonna deport people who were born in America. Like, they don't even have to have dual citizenship, even if you were never in any other country.
Well, I think it was the people that were like, I guess, their parents weren't born here, but they were like.
No,
obviously they were born here.
regular Americans too. Regular Americans too. Not just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Like the guy, he took 2 bullets, man, and they fucking shipped him off. And they just tried to play dumb, dude. They tried to play dumb, like, oh,
So
we don't,
funny, dude.
we don't know anything about that.
We'll look into his case, right?
Yeah,
Kristi Noem is a fucking joke and a piece of shit.
I mean, the fact that that's happening, maybe it was an anomaly, but it's enough to say, okay, maybe something's going on here that we should be looking into. At the very least. Where's he at?
Yeah,
Mark him.
freedom of speech, so why are we gonna get deported and to where?
They got loadout. We gotta
talking
push
about
out the other way.
shit that Israel is doing.
Push for loadout.
It's
No,
all a
they got the
distraction.
loadout.
Copy that.
And then,
Oh,
like, bro,
shit.
There's a fucking picture that I was posting everywhere. It's a picture of 9/11, which is fake. But well, not fake. But
We got someone in the back.
not, it didn't happen hypothetically.
Oh, they got snipers.
I know, we're cooking.
I agree.
But the meme has a picture of Palestine and then a picture of the World Trade Center building, and it was like, if this is terrorism, what do you call this?
We'll
Oh,
flank
yeah, I
him.
remember you sent that.
Careful, snipers behind us.
Planes blown off over there, and
Behind
they're
us?
saying, yeah, we brokered a peace deal. Motherfucker, I'm watching live
See my
streams
balls.
of places still getting bombed over there. Like, what do you mean? Like, just say Israel is telling you what to do and you take some shit about it at that point.
Friendly
Well, they can't be honest. That would be weird. They lie to us all the time. They can't start telling the truth now.
Oh, we're cooked. We gotta push.
Israel. They
Yeah, we're
offered
fucked
it
right now.
to us. They invented it and offered it to us.
Primary
I don't have any.
objective
That shit.
All
Let's get over the hill, get over the hill.
Like they
Come this way,
think
come this
just
way.
because the
Go back.
Federal Reserve isn't part of the
Uphill.
government, it's somehow still good. Like just take a few seconds to look at who invented it, who made it.
I'm gonna cover for you guys a little bit.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'll shoot cover. Where are they at? Can you ping it?
Right here.
Dude,
Just
you
follow
guys
the
see they
circle.
wanna-
Go wide.
They want to remove it so women can't vote anymore.
Oh, not only that, women can't vote, have a bank account, have a mortgage, have any of those things. They only a man can, or if they're married to it. Yeah, they instituted that law in 1974 because women weren't allowed to get their own bank accounts, and they want to revoke that because, you know, women don't matter and neither do our rights.
I wonder who's actually pushing for that shit, because that's
Let's jump
actually
through here and
crazy.
go across because they're gonna try to cut us off again.
Yep.
I mean, the whole human population is already dying off. I mean, they're lying about the population numbers, which is their goal anyway. But
Just keep going wide, or they're gonna get us.
Yeah, this team minus is so annoying.
I'll pop a UAV right here.
the problem is that housing is gonna crash.
Watch for snipers up on the roof of the.
Administration is gonna say that. Well, they're basically
Up on the roof. Up on the roof. Hey, we gotta go back over this hill.
Stadium, I see him, yep. Wait, he's like looking at nothing right now. I cracked him.
You're losing ground. Moving.
On me, guys.
Okay.
This is
I'm
where we.
hungry.
Yep.
I need to go eat.
Let's go
I'll
for
talk
it.
to you guys later.
Alright, see ya. Bye.
Bye, Jesse.
Shit. Are you green? Okay.
We got one in the back over here too. Look.
Copy.
Oh no, I got sniped bad. Oh my god, he hit me twice.
You know that shit. I still think.
Just
that
buy me back,
it's
just buy me back,
really
don't res me.
showing.
No. I got smokes.
Okay,
I got
okay.
smokes.
Okay.
I'll cover you guys. I'll draw their
Oh,
fire.
there's no fucking way for the smoke.
Should have moved a little bit so they can guess where we were. Oz, you just want to buy us back? You could do it.
Yeah, I gotta dip
Yeah, just-
out. Ping a station.
Oh wait, no, hold on, I'm in
Yeah, dueling.
Gulag.
Copy.
Yeah, I'll get
Ping,
my shit
ping a
set up.
station anyway, just in case.
Your squad mates
I
in
Like-
the
can
gulag.
you guys like
They
tomorrow or the day
survive,
after.
they redeploy.
Dude, how long have we been on this shit?
I mean, I've been on since 5.
Yeah, you've been on for 5 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, the call. I forgot they added that. That's pretty cool.
Squad mate
I joined it
redeploying
like
to the
after
AO.
2 hours though, so I've only been.
Yeah, I think same. Like a little bit before you.
Are they still shooting at you, or I'm trying to get my guns back?
No, they're not shooting at me, but I'm like way far away. Let's see. Someone, do you guys get out of the gulag, or do I need to go to buy station?
I'm in fight right now.
Copy.
Napalm strike
I
ready
might
for delivery.
lose. Not doing good.
They're not up there anymore.
Let's go. Barely won it. 6-0.
Nice.
It's also so funny how cops always hate when you're recording.
Yeah, but they're
Literally
recording.
everybody hates when everybody's recording.
Yeah, but their recordings, like, the problem with those is they never come
Stop
out.
stick right here.
That's the problem.
And then they're
Well, it
short.
has to be
Now they're
it has to be
careful.
subpoenaed.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that gives them time to alter shit, and like also they can control public's opinion.
Plus
over it.
AI now.
Like that's the thing. Like I just would never trust it.
See the Australian shooting? Like the actual shooters.
Oh yeah.
I fucking watched them get like sniped
No,
on
they
Twitter,
just
bro.
did that shit because Israel needed another. Oh, you should feel bad for us moment.
Alright, I'm coming to you
Yeah,
guys.
you can get like 4K footage of them just dying on that bridge.
That's fucking nuts.
They've been doing that shit since Charlie Kirk, just releasing.
You know the thing
public
is,
stuff
and
like that.
that's what I don't get is because liberals are always like, oh, if we had more gun control, we wouldn't have problems. I promise you, people who are legally buying a weapon are probably not the people you should be worrying about.
Exactly. It's the people.
Criminals are not.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, exactly.
They need to be more focused on getting regular people guns in their hands. And then people would think twice. If everyone was packing, no one would try that bullshit.
Marking new safe zone.
Everybody has a missile. Nobody will use it.
Exactly.
Also makes it easier for one world order shit too.
Well, that's what
Or not, less easy.
Germany did. They disarmed the people and then they started doing all that crazy shit. That's always the first step, is to disarm, and they've been doing it for years, and it's a slow incremental change. Oh, well, we're just going to get rid of assault weapons. Assault weapons don't exist.
I still think they lied about the painter though. You gotta remember, the winner writes the history books.
Exactly.
But like, also, I think the issue now though is like,
I have so much cash.
it's not Nazism though. There's a lot of bad people that try to represent that now.
Bounty targets marked. Kill them all.
A loadout thing. Actually, I don't even know.
Crazy,
Where's the buy station at?
Didn't they
A little hut right there.
when was it?
Move to the safe zone. Got gas moving in.
Let's say maybe pop a UAV and stash another one in your person.
Yeah.
UAV standing by.
And then, which one's just UAV? Is that the normal one?
Yeah, just one for now and just hold the other for later.
I don't have enough to pop it and get another, so I'm just gonna hold.
I got a cluster, or I have a drone strike or something.
Yeah,
Cluster
Lightning strike.
Oh,
Lightning strike.
yeah, I know what you mean.
We're gonna need that.
Hear what they respond to you tomorrow.
What'd you say?
That was live.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how they respond to you tomorrow.
Who's they?
We the people who are stand with crypto or whatever.
Oh yeah, that I think that's day after tomorrow, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait for Jesse to fucking because like me, I'm gonna be Mr. Neutral, but also voice my opinion, and Jesse's just gonna be the fucking devil. Like,
She'll get
it's gonna be like good cop, bad cop, you know?
I don't care if I'm a shitty person for this, but I still think like, I don't know, it's an open market and some people are going to lose and some people are going to win, and that's just the way it is.
Right.
But I just think that the people who try harder are the people who win. And I'm not saying that there aren't people at the top who are manipulating the whole damn thing.
I'm gonna try to record what goes down, maybe wear a body camera or something, because I have the GoPro. Yeah, and just make some content. See what I can get out of it.
Your squad mate's located in HVT.
I don't know, I don't think crypto's a scam. I mean, you obviously some coins out there, like the Solana meme pump fund ones, but that's also just another form of
snipers, careful.
We're on the roof.
Yeah, you can see two lights.
I just hit him.
One of us went down.
I just hit him.
I mean, you guys know what the whole gambling thing benefits the government. It's just a whole
I'm coming.
scheme for the government. People don't call that out.
Are they still up there? Oh shit, yeah they are.
Yeah, they're still there. They're like mid-floor.
We need to get out of here, bro.
Yeah,
we
we got a dip.
That we had when
I didn't
Jesse
even.
was
It didn't even hit them. They just went inside.
If we posted that on YouTube, we would get sanctioned the next day.
That's why we love
Pop the
Discord.
smoke. Yeah, Discord's awesome for the free speech.
Get to the new safe zone.
Did you hear that in Europe? They can now like look into your personal. I mean, they already could before, but they're just now telling people.
They're normalizing everything that they've been doing that's been like an atrocity for freedom, and they're just normalizing it.
The government has buildings, right? And they have a bunch of employees that sit there, and they have like monitors. And when you go on a FaceTime call, you and a bunch of other people FaceTime calls are all being broadcast on the screen that a certain government employee is watching. That's how deep that shit goes.
Oh shit, I fell.
We got people back here at TV station. They're doing like a. They just popped back right now.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Shit,
They're parachuting in.
yeah. Ah man, I was just too far away to like get a good angle. I hit him once.
Your squad made it to the safe zone.
I still have a UAV in my pocket.
We're gonna get
this game.
people pushing with TV right now.
You hear group together, better guys. We need to get back
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
We're really
Also,
spread.
the fact we have homeless veterans is crazy.
Yeah, that shit's stupid.
You're telling me out of our entire budget, we can't find enough money to get help? It's honestly fucked. But, I mean, if we really want to go into it, most of the wars are created by the same people anyway, so...
Where at? Oh no, minus! I killed him. Oh, that's huge. That guy needed to die. Oh my god, I'm 1 health. Okay. We're in a bad spot. We need to get like a building.
Yeah, I agree. Let's
So
go.
they're gonna
Let's
just-
push here.
Moving here.
Wanna go down there? Yep. We're just gonna get pinched down. We pretty much did.
You guy in the bottom.
Bounty target's gone dark. We lost the contract.
There's a team down here. We just need to win it. I'm gonna UAV
Oh,
it.
you fucking one shot. He's back here.
You guys need to get out of there if you can.
Got him.
You guys see the guy down the hill, like south zone? Prison.
Oh yeah.
He's being UAV'd.
Okay.
Yep. Shit, I'm gonna lose this fight. Did you get him?
I got him. Oh, he's one shot. Go ahead and push. He's one shot.
Yeah, I'm pushing. He's riding the gas, but I'm about to kill him. He's there. Dead.
Yep.
Holy, we just destroyed that guy.
Anyone's got a muni?
How many
Gas is
shield?
inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Is that guy getting the
Gulag's locked down. Area's clear.
Let's just push down in here, I guess. Those snipers over there were big bang, so they're like basically
You've got a
team of beat.
loadout drop inbound.
They had the highest kills.
Load out on me.
Jesus, I thought you were a big baller for like 6 months.
Oh, team here, right?
Shit. Yep. No. There's a buy station close, but we gotta kill it. Nice.
I'm down.
Oh, there's no way
Oh,
I'm down.
this is
Oh,
it.
of course.
Damn, this guy needs a clutch, but I don't know. Come on, simply seek. He has enough to buy us all back.
Moving,
Yeah.
a lot of my files over to an external storage, and then I'll probably be able to play with you guys tomorrow.
Target.
Bet.
Eliminate enemies and secure supply caches to get that target off their back.
This guy ain't pulling this off. I don't believe in him, but
Enemy movement.
Simply
He needs to throw a smoke
Sleek.
grenade on that.
Come on, bro. Let's go, Sleek.
he needs a smoke grenade and run across.
Yeah. Oh, I see him.
Enemy movement.
Damn it.
He's on keyboard and mouse.
We're
Oh,
cooked.
dude.
He sucks. We're cooked.
I know. He could have got across a while ago. He's in burst fire mode too. What are you doing?
Bruh. Alright, that's it for me tonight, guys.
Same.
Um,
Good games, good games.
yeah, maybe tomorrow.
We'll see
Probably.
y'all.
Alright, see y'all. Great show. I'm probably gonna post this one.
Bro might get banned.
Yeah, who cares? I'll put it on YouTube. I can do whatever I want on YouTube.
W.
Alright, later chat.
Honest-
Oh, what's up?
So, I was just gonna say it's actually crazy now that I think about it that you get banned for shit on YouTube since we have freedom of speech over here.
Right. I leveled up. All right, good night, chat.
See ya.
Well, let me have control of my mouse. There we go. Check 1, 2. Do we have audio? Yep, we have audio. All right, we're good.
What is real?
What's up, baby?
How do you define
How we
real?
doing? How do you define
There's
real?
no spoon. What is real? What is human? This world got me questioning, consuming. Stuck in the matrix, feeling like I'm Truman. So upside down, disconnected from the human. But more is here now. You ready?
How's everybody doing today? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with all your friends, everyone you know. So we're going to talk about some things today. It's a little bit of a rabbit hole day. We're going to do some rabbit hole stuff today. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. We need those likes rolling in, baby. How's everybody doing today? If you like rabbit holes, then you're going to like today's show, because I have a little, I mean, it's not so much a rabbit hole, but it's something that I think needs to be discussed. It has to do with Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, by the way. It's good to see you all and have you here. What's up, Jay Heat? How you doing, buddy? Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share the show out. Let's see here. Let's set up a gift goal. Let's see here. We'll do heart me's. How you doing, Jay Heat? It's good to see you, man. It's been a minute. So today is going to be different than our regular crypto show, obviously. We have two shows. We have the Down the Rabbit Hole show, and we have the crypto show. And I'm going to be splitting up the crypto show into a news show and a TA show. So they're going to be separate and different from each other. So I do want to talk a little bit about crypto today too, though, because I just met up with Crypto Rap in San Diego. We went to a crypto conference thing in San Diego. It was a lot of fun. It was more or less a party. We were hanging out, having a good time. And you know, I got to hang out with the Goat Tribe. As you can see, I have the Goat Tribe banner up in the back now. At Ada Goats. If you don't follow them, go check them out. So let's see here. I feel like I need to pull up the charts just to like get people to stop in. But today's going to be more or less about rabbit holes, right? Let's do a little TA while we're waiting for people to roll in here. Mine as well. Anybody got a project they want me to take a look at for them? Oh, let's see here. Let's do a little TA, huh? The charts seem to make people stop by. I don't know what it is, but it seems to work. By the way, is the stream smooth? What's up, Tech CEO? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Yeah, let's look at Link. Look at Link. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look here. Well, on the daily, it looks like we're trending down. All right, so we have, you know, lower highs, lower lows. If we break out above this, I would say that that's pretty bullish, and that would indicate probably a turnaround. Let's see here. This could, let's just say it breaks out, which I do think things are going to break out. We're coming up on the harvest moon, right? So this is the last harvest moon of the year before the moon cycle resets. That being the case, I would say there's a potential for things to go up here. However, this is an ascending channel, all right, which is bearish, which means that it will probably break down. But if you take into consideration the moon cycle, there is a potential for a break, and that would send it up here to about 14.9 to 15.7, right? And potentially higher, maybe like 16, right? And if it does, I would say that is a potential that it forms like an inverted head and shoulders thing like this, sending it up to about 18, 19, 20 cents, somewhere around there. Here's the issue, okay? We got to look at the timeline. So this would be right here, December 4th. Look at it. It lines up perfectly with the moon cycle. So I think we hit 15. Internet has been really bad. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end, because we're multi-streaming. I'm going to stop streaming on other platforms for now. Let's see. Tell me if this fixes it. Hopefully that helps. Okay. So we're running off Starlink right now, and Starlink is having outages because of the solar storm. So our bit rate is low right now. All right, so back to TA, right? So we're looking at the timeline here, right? Tech CEO. Full moon, I think we're going to hit 15 cents. Now, maybe it goes crazy parabolic, but that would be the first zone of resistance. I just don't see it doing anything crazier than that, unless like some alt season miracle happens, right? So I don't think that this plays out. Maybe it does. Maybe we continue to be bullish through December, but that would mean right before Christmas we would top out here, and then it would be potentially done. Either way, whether it comes up here and then shoots up here to this point, or if it plays out like this, where we come up and then we come down, either way, we're in this like descending channel thing, and we're creating new lows. We're trending downward. What if it doesn't go up? What could it go down to? I'm telling you right now, it's going to go up. But if it does go down, I would say the first line of support, it would be 10.8. That's where it would go to. That's the next stop on the way down before another move up. I don't think it's going to go down, bro. I mean, it could potentially go down a little bit. Let's just say, because this is an ascending channel, let's just say it does this, right? And this breaks down. It could double bottom right here, and then that's sending it back up to 15, 16 cents. So either way, this thing's going to hit probably about 15, 16 cents. So that's what I'm seeing. And let's just say the cycle's over, right? And we're coming to the end, and we're headed down. That's just what it's going to be. Where would the bottom be if the bull run is over, right? Where would the bottom be? I would say right around here. 8 cents to 5 cents. It's going to come down to 5 cents. That's where it'll hit. And you know, it does go into despair when it first drops. So let's just say worst case scenario, it's going to 2 cents. I doubt it goes that low. Right here at 5 cents seems to be the sweet spot. That's where I would enter. That would be my entry zone. 5 cents, and basically buy anything between 8 and 5 cents or lower, obviously. That would be my accumulation zone on this. Tech CEO, thank you for the hanging lights. Appreciate you. So, Tech CEO, you're coming out to Vegas on New Year's for Backstreet Boys, bro. I'm so jealous. You have no idea. But when you're out here in town, man, I would love to meet up with you, brother. I hate Vegas around New Year's, but you know what, dude? I would literally drive out there just to come shake your hand, brother. Is that for Link? Yes, this is for Chain Link. All right, so this is a rabbit hole show. Everybody start tapping the like button. What's wild? To come out to see you, bro? Dude, I drove further to go see Crypto Rap. Like, it's really not a big deal for me. I don't have anything to do. Like, I do this show and I tinker on my cars and shit. Like, I'd be chilling all the time. So Vegas is way close to me. Like, I can be there in, I don't know, less than an hour. That's hella close. So if you're out here, man, I'll drive out, shake your hand, we'll go shoot some craps or something. Sounds like a good night to me. But I know you got, you know, everything going on with your life. So, like, I don't want to intrude or anything like that. But I would love to come see you, shake your hand. We could do a little cameo live or recording. That would be awesome, man. I absolutely love you, bro. Since the first day I saw you with the hat and the glasses on, man, I was like, I love this guy. What's up, Milfshake? What's up, TikTok Seller? What's up, G-Rod? How's everybody? I'll talk to my girlfriend and see what the plans are. Yeah, dude, let me know. Did Cam move? What do you mean? Did the camera move? Milfshake, always a pleasure to see you. I'm not going to play the Milkshake song. That's a Waddy thing. But it's great to see you. So today I want to talk about some rabbit hole stuff too. I don't know, camera looks like it's angled different. It is angled differently. I literally got inspiration and just ran into the studio. Like, my desk is a mess. Like, nothing was set up. Like, I'm supposed to be cooking Thanksgiving dinner and stuff right now. For me, when I cook Thanksgiving, it's a 4-day process. So I've been cooking since Monday. I do everything from scratch. And when I say everything, like, I baked bread so that I could tear it up and turn it into croutons for stuffing. Like, I baked cornbread so that I could add it to that bread for the stuffing. Like, it's a whole process, and I do everything 100% by myself. This year, I'm cooking the turkey on a rotisserie on my barbecue. So it's going to be rotisserie turkey. I am so excited for it too. It's brining right now. Oh my God, this is probably the best year's brine I've ever made. And everything in the brine, all the herbs and except for like some of the spices, obviously, but like it all came from the farm here in the garden. So like the thyme, the rosemary, the ginger, Everything that goes into it all came from out of the ground that I grew throughout this year. So it's all fresh. Even the onions are grown here. So it's been a bit of a process. And then the pumpkins as well. I make the pumpkin pie. All the pumpkins are from my garden. They've been baked. I'm gonna puree them today. It's gonna be awesome. And then I have to make pie crust today. So I gotta, make some dough and everything. But like I said, the only thing I really didn't do this year is hunt my own turkey, which sometimes I do that. I want to do that next year. I want to go hunt my own turkey. I want to go to NorCal and hunt for turkeys, and maybe even just like mid-cal. Like I know they have some good turkeys out in where is it? It's just outside of Frisco. Anyway, that's the last place I got turkey. So anybody watch Bob's Burgers? I'm like Bob from Bob's Burgers when it comes to Thanksgiving. White House got locked down. No, it did not. Hold on a second. I spoke to AP on condition of anonymity. The suspect who was in custody also was shot and has injuries that are not believed to be life-threatening. Sources say emergency medical responders transported all three victims to the hospital, according to Vito Magalio, the public information officer for the DC Fire and Emergency Services. Police tape considered cordoned off the scene of the emergency fire and police vehicles. Lights flashed, helicopter blades thundered, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. What does it say? Any motivation to it? That's interesting. I don't know. I guess I wonder if there's like a political motivation to that. Why shut down everything? This didn't happen last time there was a shooting. Well, I mean, they put the president in the bunker. He was speaking or something at the White House. They put him in the bunker. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with more to it. Maybe it's all theater. Maybe it was just something to allow them to do something else. Who knows? We need more information on this thing. What's good, brother? Long time no see. Hope all is going well. Everything is doing fantastically. Thank you, 100s Club. Hey, guys, you want to see some cool stuff that I got? Check out my Goat Tribe mug. I got a Goat Tribe mug. I got a Goat Tribe pin. I got another set of the Goat Tribe NFT rolling papers. I got a Goat Tribe joint roller. I got a Goat Tribe lighter. And I got a Goat Tribe grinder with a keef catcher. This thing is so cool. I wish you got that glass bottle. I'll get one. Dude, I'm going to be going to these events all the time. I'm going to get another opportunity to win that thing or buy it off someone that wins it. Give it time. I'm going to be after all the goat merch. All right, so we were talking about Thanksgiving, right? So let me pull up. This is what we're supposed to be watching right here. We're going to jump down a rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not too deep of a rabbit hole. It's surface level rabbit hole stuff, all right? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, send in your daily heart me. That is our live goal today. Let's get 5 heart me's if we could. If you can. Obviously, if you can't gift, just hit the like button, right? But I would imagine viewership's not going to be as good for the next couple days because of, you know, the holiday and stuff. But I wanted to make this episode because I feel like it's important. And, you know, we record all of this stuff and it plays, you know, we play reruns on YouTube and Abstract all the time. TikTok seller, thank you for the heart me. So basically, I want to get this information out for you because I want to educate people on what's going on. Thoughts on Tangam wallet? Tangam's good. I prefer the Arculus, but Tangam is good. Tangam is Swiss, I believe. So it's from a Swiss company. I prefer Arculus because it has tap to pay options and it is made in the US. The reruns are hilarious. Yeah, dude, especially the ones where Josh comes on. It's funny. And you know what's great is to see the reruns from the past and see how everything that I was saying has just been playing out like a movie, just being right all the time. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but you know, validation and it feels good. It feels good to be right about something. And often, if not pretty much all the time, obviously TA is not perfect, but when we zoom out and we look at the big picture of everything that's going on, I've been saying it since January. It's pretty crazy. Tangam's never been hacked. That's the biggest sales point. I don't believe Arculus has ever been hacked. I believe people have given away their keys, but I don't think it's ever been hacked. But, you know, you can also have just a Cardano wallet, you know, and Cardano's never been hacked. You know, you can get like a Lace wallet. There's all kinds of different wallets out there. You don't necessarily have to have a, you know, in hand, you know, like a Ledger or a Tangam or, you know, you can just have a device. And if you do this, I would recommend that you have like something that is like, you know, not like your phone, right? But you could have like a separate phone, a cheaper phone or whatever, and you can download it onto that and you can use that device as your wallet. So it doesn't necessarily have to be one of these products. Honestly, the more I've learned about it, I am a little, I don't know. I don't want to give out any bad information. You know, do what you think is best. But in my opinion, I don't really know how much you need it anymore. It seems like, you know, especially like certain exchanges seem to be backing up the liquidity that's in you know, your wallet or the exchanges, right? So it seems like it's becoming more secure. They're going to be, you know, taking care of you. Obviously, nothing's perfect. JFM, thank you for the heart me. Much appreciated. Good to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure. It's great to see the community and to be back here. And so anyway, I want to reel it in from crypto. Obviously, we do crypto, right? But let's talk about something. And don't run away, guys, just because I'm not talking about crypto. I really want the world and the community to hear this. And this is why I decided to go live, because I was talking to Jesse, and as you know, Jesse is very much more left than I am. I'm a bit more right than she is. But we're both pretty much centerline. But one of the things that we were talking about was Thanksgiving, right? And the left is very much so like, oh, I don't want to celebrate Thanksgiving. It's about genocide. They, you guys have heard the story, right? And then the right is very much like, oh no, like, it was patriotic and blah 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 and whatever, right? This is what I want you guys to understand about Thanksgiving, okay? I think there's truth and validity to both sides, but let's take a moment to understand and focus on what Thanksgiving is really about and what you need to be focusing on when it comes to Thanksgiving. And the thing is Thanksgiving is about being thankful for what we have, obviously, right? But it's also about remembering that there was a group of people, the indigenous Native Americans of the continent of the United States today, right? And those people were being persecuted. Now, not by everyone. There were good people coming over and there were bad people coming over. Obviously, like, there was this idea that they were savages and they would just, lay them to waste. I got to be careful of the words I use here on TikTok, right? But, there were also people that were loving and caring and good people that weren't doing that. Okay? It's true, we butchered them, but it brought people together to stop the butchering, is what 100's Club says. Yes, and it was gruesome what was done. But what we need to focus on is that there were good people that were there. No one deserves to lose their life over anything, whether it's for land or for starving to death, right? But there were good people. And we know that when the settlers came here, the winter came and food was scarce and they didn't know how to grow food here, right? What was it? Squanto taught them to bury the fish in the ground and then plant the corn on top so that it would fertilize the corn, right? They helped them. Okay? And this is the part that we need to focus on right here. And quit dividing and say, I am not going to celebrate Thanksgiving because of blah, 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 whatever. Or Thanksgiving is an amazing thing and none of the genocide ever happened. No. What we need to focus on is that Thanksgiving is a beautiful holiday and it should be remembered. And what should be remembered is that there was a group of people that were being butchered and persecuted and slaughtered for no reason other than they were different. But those people chose to help the pilgrims. Despite everything that was happening, they reached out a kind hand to help them, to keep them from starving to death, from freezing to death. And that's what we need to understand. And that is what we're celebrating here with this holiday. We are celebrating the fact that there is goodness and pure love and admiration for our fellow man. That despite any negativity, any evilness that anyone does to you, that you can make the choice to still extend love. And it doesn't have to be, the way things are right now. It doesn't have to be this divide. We can agree. Both sides can agree on the same thing and stop pitting ourselves against each other and understand the real reason that we celebrate Thanksgiving is we are thankful that we didn't starve to death because the people that we were trying to hurt helped us. And understand that there is goodness out there. And we have a lot to be thankful for. So if you're thankful this year for something, I'd like to know in the chat. Chat, tell me, what are you thankful for this year? What is your Thanksgiving miracle? What is the best thing that's happened to you this year or in your life? What are we thankful for? Is anyone thankful for anything in here? I'll tell you what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for you, my TikTok family and my social media family. I'm thankful for having purpose because of this show. I'm thankful for obviously I said my family, but my kids. I'm thankful for all the blessings that I have gotten this year. I'm thankful for my financial freedom. I'm thankful for my individual freedom. I'm thankful for every day, says 100s Club. That is beautiful. Every day is a blessing, guys. You should be thankful and grateful every single day that you wake up because we are not guaranteed tomorrow. Anything can happen. The gray hair G-Rod give you question mark. That doesn't make any sense. I think I know what you're referring to, but I don't understand what it is you're trying to say. I'm thankful for, gosh, so many things. I'm thankful that I've been given so many opportunities, especially in like the crypto environment. I have been blessed and welcomed there with open arms. I'm thankful that I've gotten to meet so many great creators that and influencers as well, through this space, and to be a part of the community, and it's been an amazing thing. G-Rod, what are you thankful for? Are you thankful for the gray hair I gave you with crypto? Absolutely. I'm thankful to have people in my Discord. Don't forget to hit the link in my bio. Join the Discord where we all roast and haze each other pretty dramatically. It gets a little dramatic in there. There are times it gets a little dramatic. But it's fun. I don't mind pushback. I don't mind a little negativity. It rolls off my back. But at the same time, I'm not just going to roll over and take it. I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to say this is the world as I see it. But I'm not afraid of any pushback. Bring it. If you're a hater of me, please get in my Discord and roast me. I love it. Hundreds Club says, agreed. I met people on here and I'm extremely grateful for it. Yeah, it is a great community that we have here. And you know what's cool is, like, I've met people not just on the crypto side, but on the rabbit hole side of things. We've been able to, grow and branch out into multiple communities. G-Rod says we fight in the Discord like family because we love each other. Absolutely. The Discord is like, there are sections in the Discord that are just absolutely unhinged. And then there's just places that are just full of information and knowledge. And we have so many sections. Actually, I kind of want to pull it up. Let's pull up the Discord. Let me show you guys. Click the Discord link in my bio and come join us here. So this is the Discord. Look at all of these sections. So we have our rules, we have announcements, we have news, merch, social media, knowledge, survival skills, personal growth. We have our general chat, crypto, memes, Down the Rabbit Hole, Moonshot, Cars, True Crime. It's a pretty goated. Look at Knowledge. Knowledge is my favorite section. So there's all kinds of, we have audio books in here. Let's see here. We also, Down the Rabbit Hole, we have all kinds of rabbit hole videos, and we have discussions. I'm trying to see here. See, we discuss all the rabbit holes here, and we're talking about everything. And we've got the memes. We're just posting funny stuff. We have the cars section. You can post your cars, whatever it is you're working on or you see that's cool. We got True Crime, so there's a bunch of like true crime stories. I just started that one. We have Moonshot. This is our online trading group where we group trade together. It's pretty awesome. So join the Discord, get locked in. Knowledge is power for sure, but not what you know, it's who you know. Yes and no. The Rabbit Hole is the best. Yeah, dude, Rabbit Hole is the most active section in and obviously crypto too, but the Rabbit Hole, man, we get into some deep discussions there, and we're talking about all kinds of stuff, and we're basically we're jumping in rabbit holes and we're digging them deeper is what we're doing, and we're trying to get to the bottom of shit. And it's a lot of fun, man. We have a lot of fun. A lot of it's joking, a lot of it's serious, a lot of it's scary. I feel like we need to have like a ghost story section. I'm going to create one. I'm going to create ghost stories in the Discord. And I like, I try to keep it locked in. Some people post things in the wrong place, and I try to like move them around and keep it organized so that way, you're not just, you go into a rabbit hole and everyone's talking about crypto. You know what I mean? We keep it pretty well organized so that way you can find, whatever topic it is you want to talk about. And if you get in there and you're a part of the community and you want to create a new section, we can totally do that. But I would say like this Discord is pretty awesome and we have a good time there, but we need to grow it. We need to grow our community. So please click the link in my bio, join the Discord. I also teach my TA class in the Discord. We have a TA class, and we have a special guest coming on next week for the TA class. So that's going to be awesome. If you want to sign up for the TA class, send me a DM and I will get you in the TA class. But the guy that's coming on for the TA class to help share some of his knowledge, he was a hedge fund manager, and his job was to TA and track the markets. This guy understands macroeconomics on a level that I couldn't even understand. And I'm learning from him as well. So it's great to bring on these guests because we're building this vat of knowledge in understanding the markets. It has progressed so much from the basics to ultra advanced. Like I'm learning from it now. It's pretty incredible. I got to jump off to get the kids to practice. I'll be back later. Hey, don't worry, man. We'll be in the Discord after this. This is just a short little live. I figured I'd do a little hour. I wanted to, talk about Thanksgiving though, and how what we need to be focused on, and quit using Thanksgiving as a reason to divide each other, and realize that there's no reason to hate each other because of Thanksgiving. I thought it's a thought subject. Ghosts, I don't understand how they can wear clothing. I'm a ghost right now. I'm wearing clothing. I don't think ghosts wear clothing. And maybe they do. I think what you're seeing when you see ghosts is like a apparition connected to you, like telekinetically or telepathically in some way where they can project an image into your mind. Maybe that's what I think it could possibly be. I think there are different categories in like ghost spirits and different things that you see. And I think they're not all the same thing, and we tend to like lump them all together. And I think what we're seeing and experiencing is multiple different things. All right, everybody. Vintnor, thank you for the heart me. Sorry, I didn't catch that till just now. Sighting of them, you make sense. You know what? I have seen so much activity since I moved to this place that I'm at now. You know what? Oh my God. I get so busy. I forget to do things. I'm going to post the spirit box thing. I'm going to work on that because so we have this spirit box. This is the same one they use in BuzzFeed and like ghost hunters and stuff like that, right? They're not cheap either. So we actually caught some things on the spirit box, and not only did we do it, like we did like a double blind thing where we used it 2 different instances and got the same result kind of thing. It was pretty crazy. Can't join the Discord through the phone. Send me a direct message and I will send you a new link. The link probably needs to be refreshed. So send me a DM, Miss Poshy, and I will I'll get you hooked up. Don't forget to follow me here on TikTok as well. But send me a DM. I will be looking for your message after the live here. What about the tunnel video? The tunnel video's coming, okay? You have the video. I know you do. But I'm waiting to get the guests to come on. And you have to understand that these men are they're very busy. They're also they're a little bit afraid to come on to the show and speak out. So I'm trying to work out with the IT guy how to secure their anonymity. We may have to do like a voice changing thing with them and blur their face kind of thing, block their IP addresses, stuff like that. Because these are real whistleblowers. They are coming on the show. I like to consider myself a whistleblower, but I'm not anonymous with it. I'm okay with whatever happens to me because of it. But I've worked with these people for many, many years, and a lot of people are fed up with it and they're ready to speak out. So we are putting that together. I will get on top of that. I just kind of like took a little step back from everything. I'm just starting to get my feet wet again and get back into it. So we're going to continue moving forward, pushing out this information. Seek the truth. Good to see you, buddy. But get in the Discord. I'm there basically every single day. We're all there every single day. That's where most of everything is happening, right? And it helps keep the community together. I post when I'm going to go live because we don't have a set schedule like we did. I will be going back to that schedule more than likely after the holidays. People don't believe truth even when they are told it. Well, that's the beauty of what we're doing is I'm gathering evidence. So we have video evidence of a lot of this stuff that's going on in Hollywood and different things. So we're compiling everything together and getting it ready to release. We are going to blow the lid off this thing, guys. So, and that's the main thing is we can talk about whatever, but hard evidence, that's everything. And that's what we're working on. And we have a decent amount of it. And I have everything secured with a dead man switch where if something happens to me, it's automatically sent out. People have copies of it. Things are backed up. There's no way they can silence this stuff. Cool. Can't wait to see. Appreciated very much. Absolutely. So we are putting it all together. Things like this take time, and they have to be done sensitively in the proper manner. Otherwise, it's all for naught, right? So we have to tread very lightly and be careful how we do things. But it is coming together. You know, I may not be on the show here all the time, but I'm continuously working in the background. I'm going to these events. I'm gathering information. I'm procuring equipment to go explore the tunnels and stuff. I just bought a GoPro, so we're gonna send this down some of the tunnels that we found, and yeah, we're gonna give you guys all the information. So it's gonna be awesome. And thank you for the follows, guys. Don't forget to join the Discord. Get in the Discord. Come hang out with me pretty much daily. That's where we're at. And look at, we got the Goat Tribe here at Ada Goats on X. Join the Goat Tribe, guys. Get your goat NFTs, man. Dude, the Goat Tribe stuff is so sick. We're actually working on a new album now. So I just had a meeting with them last week, and we're going to start collabing with Crypto Rap as well. And we're going to start producing some more music, and it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited for everything that is coming, and all the new stuff. Like I said, I may not be live every day, but that's because I'm working on things that hold more sustenance, right? I want to be able to deliver a product to you that is more than just me yapping on a mic. You know, I want to produce music. I want to, do journalism. I want to go out and gather evidence and blow the lid off things. For sure, you can't rush a great thing. Unbreakable evidence is key. Exactly. And we are working on it. So we have a few tidbits, but we got to bring everything together. It is coming out. So stay tuned for that. But I think the next thing that we're going to put out, because I'm going to add the ghost stories thing in the Discord. I will post the spirit box video and audio in the Discord. I think that's the best place for it. So you're going to have to join the Discord if you want to see that stuff. And I'm telling you right now, no bullshit. Like we got something. We have solid. I mean, I have seen the ghost stories stuff, the BuzzFeed stuff with the spirit boxes, and never has anything ever seemed definitive to me. I am very much a truth seeker. I'm very, I question everything. If you know anything about me, I do not just spread nonsense and for entertainment. Okay. I'm looking for factual information, right? And I would say out of every spirit box encounter I've ever seen on TV, online, anywhere, this is the most definitive proof that I've ever gotten from this. And I was able to collect it personally with witnesses here. We had it plugged into the equipment. This studio that we're in is haunted. Okay. We've literally, things have been thrown across the room. We've seen apparitions and entities. We had, unexplainable things. Oh, you made the channel. What's it called? Ghost Stories? So like hashtag Ghost Stories. Thank you, man. I appreciate you doing that for me. That helps out a lot. By the way, let's give a special thanks and shout out to TikTok Seller 444. Since day one, he has been here with me, and he has helped me create video clips, and he helps me moderate, and he's in the Discord. And the guy, when we get our plaque for YouTube, I'm sending him one. Like, he deserves every bit of recognition for this show. I've offered to pay him. I've offered to give him things and he refuses. He does it because he believes in this show. And hats off to you, brother. Your dedication and support has been overwhelming, and I appreciate you so much. I couldn't even put it into words. One thing that I am thankful for this year is for TikTok Seller. I am so thankful for you. We would not be where we're at today without you. You're constantly liking and gifting and doing so much for this show. We're nothing. This show is nothing without the viewers like you. I would be a guy sitting in a padded room talking to the wall if it weren't for you guys on the other end. So you guys are everything. I'm nothing. I'm just the authoritative mouthpiece here. I am just the voice of the community and the face. You guys are the community. And that's what's beautiful. Is it's about you guys, not me. I'm nobody. I'm just some dude on the internet, right? Thank God you didn't say the voice of reason, says Fredrum. Oh my gosh. Back with the roasting. It's good to see you, Fredrum. Fredrum, you got to get in the Discord and come roast me there, man. We are literally there roasting each other every single day. Click the link in my bio. Join the Discord, man. We have a lot of fun there. That's where I'm at most of the time. You don't see me here. That's because we're in Discord. That's where we're doing everything. But it's good to see you, buddy. Let's see here. I guess that just about sums it up for today. Let's see here. Let's leave on. Oh wait, shoot, that was the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong thing. Let's leave it with this.
Little bitch asshole.
Goat Tribe.
Said I'm a badass bitch and I'm rich. Don't call me a little girl, I ain't switch. Size like it's nothing, you a snitch. Wanna be like me, yeah you wish. Crypto vibes on the track and you know we tryna stack. Bitcoin, Solana, and Ether, some ADA. Bitch, I am the alpha and you are the beta. You think you are great, I promise I'm greater. Just check my trade, check my wallet, the data. You mention me with the girls, that's gossip. And if you talk shit, you know you best watch it. Crypto wives are the best, you know you're not it. Passive aggressive, that beef I'm gonna squash it. Not cause I forgive you, because I am bigger of a person. And yeah, my ass sticker, loyal to my man. You a hoe, you a stripper. So don't miss my word by the throw a no hitter. Now this my last line before we go get dinner. Michelin restaurants, you pay, he a winner. Said I'm a badass bitch and I'm rich. Don't call me a little girl, I ain't switch. Size like it's nothing, you a snitch. Wanna be like me, yeah you wish. Another verse, better take another lap. Around you putting Goat Tribe on the map. It's a race, it's a fight, yeah we bout to scrap. But you know I'm clever, so instead lay a trap. To help me catch these little girls in the act. Creating fake drama, yeah I know that's a fact. I don't mean to provoke, don't mean to attack. But can't take anymore, boy I gotta react. Or they take advantage of me. Try and lie, spread these rumors about me. But they can't see, that bullshit sets me free. Girl I decree, you gone, you better flee. Yeah I'm a wife, you know he put a ring on it. Big ass rock sold, NFTs and took the profit. Headed to the bank, got more to deposit. Go Tribe to the moon, yeah we bout to rock it. Said I'm a badass bitch and I'm rich. Don't call me a little girl, I ain't switch. Size like it's nothing, you a snitch. Wanna be like me, yeah you wish.
All right, thank you guys for joining, and I will see you all next time. It's been a pleasure. Welcome to the Ledger Lounge. I'm Ozthecryptogoat, and let's go to our live. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining Down the Rabbit Hole. I am Ozthecryptogoat. So we do more than just crypto, obviously. I'm liking the setup. Yeah, wait till you see it on YouTube. All right, YouTube is where it's at.
A lot of work went into this.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of work, and the whole team got together here and we set everything up and got it all together. What's going on, Oscar? Don't forget to watch on YouTube, okay? If you are on TikTok, though, go ahead, stick around for a little bit. We will be on TikTok for a little while. Where you can, hit the like button, share the live out to everyone so that they can know to come to YouTube and watch the live. If you want to use the chat, I would suggest going to Twitch or Abstract.
That and we can do whatever we want on YouTube.
Yeah, we can do
bound by the rules of TikTok shop.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you talk into the mic when you're speaking.
Oh, okay.
So we have microphones we're holding because there's two of us in the studio right now, and it's going to be a fun show.
I know. I did a lot of research and you did zero. So
I did research. I watched a whole video on YouTube, guys.
3 pages of it typed up notes and research, and you have what?
Well, here's the thing is I've been following the moon landing thing for a very long time.
We all have.
I know the story. I don't
know
need
the story,
to research.
But there's different theories of if it happened, why it happened, what was the reasons, all the other things. It can't just be one thing.
I did learn something new today. Okay. I did learn something new that I wasn't super like, oh, like this is, I didn't know this, but it wasn't too much though. Like there wasn't much that I learned today, right? So it wasn't like I really needed to deep dive into something I already know about. Why is the camera so zoomed in on TikTok? Because if you want the real experience, you got to come to YouTube. And Jesse is boycotting TikTok.
I am boycotting that particular app because no, I'm done with it.
Yeah, so the place to watch the show will be on YouTube or Twitch. Twitch if you want your chat to be on screen, right, for the recording. I will be able to see the chat during it or whatever, but if you want the recording to have your chat come up on the screen, you're going to have to go to Twitch. And don't forget to send in your daily heart me's and hit the like button. Share the show out with everyone because we are going to be shutting this down shortly. So we want to get it pushed out there so that people know that we are live and where to come find us. And it's going to be a fun show. I'm really excited about this.
Can they see the picture though?
They will be able to. So
Okay.
When we go to this setup right here, they will get to see this right here.
Are we delayed? Is that what it is?
There is a delay.
Oh.
So they will see that.
Okay, cool. Oh, I like that.
So when we pull up things, you're going to be able to see the setup.
Okay.
And look at us in the forest.
I know.
It's pretty cool. I do like the new setup. Yeah, make sure if you're watching on TikTok, you share this out. Let everybody know what we're doing, where we're, where we're at. Thank you, TikTok seller, for the gifts. Thank you for any gifts you guys send. Much appreciated. We don't make any money doing this. So if you can, great. If not, hit the like button. We appreciate all your support. But I will tell you right now, the quality on YouTube, Twitch, Abstract is going to be peak. Okay, like what you're getting on TikTok, poor audio, poor video.
Did you say peak?
You're like 40 years old.
I did say peak, and I'm allowed to because I'm a social media influencer.
No.
So I
You're almost
have that
100.
luxury.
You don't get to say that. That's a
I'm
kid
allowed to say.
Let me guess, you say cap too?
No cap on this show.
Oh my gosh.
We don't cap here, okay? What we do is we provide the facts, we look into the situation, and then I speculate on things. Like I think it's normal to speculate,
No, I get it, but there's a fine line between facts and fiction and probability.
I mean, there should be some storytelling.
Oh, I know, but what I'm saying is that not all stories have been told. Just the stories that people want to hear because it coincides with what they believe or what they want to believe.
Yeah, but I mean, it's okay to embellish a little bit, right? It's okay to understand there are things that we'll never know that won't be explained. And
True.
We can't, we can use science so far, but science only tells us what we already know, right? There are things that we cannot explain, right? Don't forget hashtag FYP, hashtag rabbit hole, hashtag all the different, any hashtag you can think of, throw it out there. And then we will move over to YouTube in just a little bit. This is like the prequel promo mode. I will leave TikTok up, okay? So TikTok will be running, but this is the view you're gonna get. So if you want the full shebang, the whole outlook of what it's supposed to be, you need to come over to the rabbit hole.
And just so we're clear, the topic of the day is the moon landing, and we have very different opinions on where we're going with this because there are a lot of different theories that I found. One of the most, like, the top theories that most people have of the moon landing and alternative theories, and my own theory.
I'll tell you this right now. As far as the moon landing goes, you've heard it all. I'm going to dig a little deeper. I'm going to go on the deepest rabbit hole tangent you've ever seen in the moon landing. It's going to be a take on the moon landing you never thought, right? Because they said that there's been those one characters that are in Germany. See, we're on TikTok, so we have to be careful.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just saying that that's what it is. Now, the stuff I can say about the moon landing is the exact thing that's what the government has said. That was what everyone put out. So that I think I can actually talk about and just give a background, especially for the younglings who this wasn't a big deal now because they have all the information on their phone and didn't have to look up anything.
I have crazier theories you haven't heard on the internet before.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to take you down a new rabbit hole you never thought existed.
Can we start with the first one that they came out?
Oh yeah. This is going to be
the normal theory of what happened, and then we can space off to the theory that's mine and is right.
I'm just letting you know, buckle up, chat, because we're going to the moon, right? And we did a crypto show, right? So everybody talks about going to the moon. There's actually a moon behind this setup right here. And that's kind of why I wanted to do the moon landing for the first one. I thought it was a good start for this show.
Especially with the picture we've always had up.
Yeah. Why not talk about the moon landing, right? But I think that it's a good segue from one to the other.
I agree.
So if you are watching on TikTok, make sure you come over to YouTube. We're going to get started. I will leave TikTok up, but you're going to have poor quality for the show. So make sure you come on over. Make sure you share it out, though. We'll keep TikTok up for a little while until we basically have to turn it off because we're going to be saying things that we're not allowed to say.
It's not that. It's just anything that you say against the current anything, we're not allowed to say it because they want to keep the narrative.
I agree. And so that's what's beautiful about having different platforms and not being tethered.
Exactly. YouTube is more free.
Free? Yeah,
ever
I'd
since
say
they lost that
freeze.
lawsuit.
Yeah, free's the right word. Free is the right word.
While it still is free.
Yeah, we can say what we want to say. I keep looking at my mic all funny, like trying to find the right
It's
spot
not
to
an
talk
ice
into.
cream cone. Calm down.
It's so delicious.
Don't. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
This is the most tasty.
Nope. That ain't it.
All right, so you want to get started?
That's fine. Okay, so the normal theory, which everybody has been fed, and this is probably in every book that you grew up reading. Apollo 11 took off on July 20th, 1969. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins flew up to the moon.
Wait a minute. Who is this Michael Collins guy?
He's the one that actually flew it and stayed in the ship to make sure that if things went wrong, he was pretty much going to leave them there and bring back the
Left
stuff.
for unalived.
He was going to bring back
all
all the rocks and stuff and everything.
If they went.
It was in case nobody knows about him. Really, nobody even talks about him because he wasn't on the moon. But he had to keep the ship there to make sure it didn't go.
Or maybe it was filmed in a Hollywood studio and he was.
Or
never
it
there.
wasn't, and he's no. Okay, he ensured the safety of monitoring them on the lunar floor to make sure that they all got home safely. The Apollo mission returned 382 kilograms of moon rocks and dust. Lunar samples reveal features like glass and meteorite impacts, volcanic activity, and things that could never survive on Earth.
Are you telling me that there's volcanoes on the moon?
There could have been, well, not so much volcano. Think about when a meteorite hits and the radiation it gives, and it can give this fake molten effect, very much so like in the New Mexico, Arizona, those kind of places.
I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Okay.
Volcanoes on the moon.
Volcanic activity. Yeah, that's what it says.
Volcanic activity at some point, or
at some point.
Well, hear me out. Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. We have volcanic activity on the Earth because there is a mantle, right?
Correct.
So what you're saying is that there is like tectonic plates and a mantle on the moon?
At some point.
At some point. So it's
because it technically is a
or...
dead star, right?
Wait.
Like a dead planet, dead star. Like
the moon?
It says it, yeah.
I don't know. I think the moon, well, I don't want to get into that yet. I think it was artificially created and placed strategically by aliens to protect the Earth.
Okay, calm down.
Which is their experiment.
Take a step back.
Farm.
Take a step back. Listen.
All right, I'm going to reel it in a little bit.
This is what the normal theory is. I'm not saying that that's not possible. I'm just telling you what the theory everyone has. And then we had China, India, Japan, Russia, all study these rocks, and I'll verify that this is nothing you can find on this planet. So it came from somewhere. Not only that, the Soviet Union could see all the reflectors that were placed by the United States during the moon landing.
But how do you know that?
Because the Soviet Union had everything to gain to be like, oh, they lied. This didn't happen. Because they were in a race with them, and now they're like, oh man, like, why wouldn't they blow the whistle on the country they hate the most?
Let me pull up a picture of the reflector, right? So here's the reflector, chat. Right. So that's what it looks like. There are how many of these on the moon?
As far as I know now, about 12 to 15 that are still workable. But back then it was like 4 or 5. And not only that, I have one of the pictures that where you can actually still see the flagpoles. There's 3 left sticking up from when different people went to the moon.
All right, we'll get to that image next. But let's talk about this. Look at this image, chat. Does this not look like something that an unmanned craft could have left in place? We have a rover, don't we?
They didn't have them like that back then. That's not. But look at. It's like set down, like you were to put down a stereo. There's no. I mean, but
it's
not going to go.
There could have been like some mechanical arm thing that reaches out and places it, right? Like, and
there were no other shuttles that were sent from there to have done that were successful
that we know of.
That we would have saw if somebody would have caught a glance of some fire.
How many
coming
rockets
out of
have they set off? They've set off so many rockets at some point.
How do you know? Did you see it?
Because we seen it.
No, but did you see it?
I mean,
but back then, that's what they saw. I mean, I feel like you would see a fiery, Bernie shuttle coming out of the sky, and it would have been reported.
I don't even think the shuttle never went to space.
Everyone else saw it. Everyone in
they saw it go up in the air.
No, but listen,
did it
from
go
the
to the
perspective.
moon?
Okay.
The shuttle never went to the moon.
I think it did.
Then we'd have another moon landing.
There have been. Just
Lies.
not in the way that we
Lies.
think. Just not in the way that we think. That's
so
what I
like
said.
they went there and they like orbited the
they
moon.
left
and then
stuff
came back.
on it. Yes.
Yeah, and they left stuff like these
That was
reflectors.
because that's what we did, and they had to do what we did. And not only that, other countries still use those same reflectors.
I believe it, but did a man put that there or some robotic AI arm thing
And
by
that's
Elon
the
Musk?
alternative theories is that the alien prevention of nuclear war, Apollo 14, the sixth man to be on the moon. Again, not the first time. A lot of stuff I didn't understand.
Wait,
and
the
now
sixth man?
From Apollo 14. This isn't like a first time occurrence. It's just the only time it was publicized because they don't want us to know what's going on the moon. And that is where I'm headed with that. But their thing was to believe that extraterrestrials intervened to prevent nuclear war between the US and the Soviet Union.
Whoa. You just went from we've had like 7 moon landings to aliens.
Yeah, because how else would we have that technology to get there? When was Roswell?
How did we get there? I think the aliens took them there.
What?
And that's why it was faked in the Hollywood studio, because they had to explain how they got there. Because they brought all those kilotons of whatever moon rocks back. There had to be a way to explain that to the public. Oh yeah, we totally built this piece of crap rocket thing, and it totally took people through the.
That maybe, but when did Roswell happen? 1947.
Sure.
And after that, we started developing within the next 5 years stronger, more interesting technology that had never been seen before. 1963. JFK decided we were going to the moon. And how would he know we had that kind of technology? 6 years later, the big rocket goes to the moon. And how, after Roswell, after all of that, after all these newer inventions, computers and all of it, how did we get that technology?
I mean, I believe that. I don't think that any of this is human technology. Look at the advancements of technology from World War II until now in such a short period of time. We just went leaps and bounds, so it seems like something of alien origin.
Well, since that you said that about World War II, that was the big thing with the Nazi army, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say. And eventually, Okay, so after World War II, German scientists, I don't think people really understand how brilliant they were. They were also stolen all across the world, but they were brilliant. And they're the only ones who came close to any type of like time travel, traveling through space.
I think they did invent time travel.
Well, and here's the thing. They are the only ones who developed, when we got there, they had advanced flying saucers, top secret facilities that they said that they had on the moon. Like, that came from World War II. And that, Hitler faked his own death and lived out his days in lunar hideout.
I believe that, okay? Because we know that the moon is hollow. Right? So they sent a nuke to the moon and blew it up, and it rung like a bell. And this is how they were able to.
The bell. That's what it was called.
So they were able to know that it basically was hollow, right? And that's why they call it the bell, because they knew it was hollow. So there may be some type of cavern system or like openings inside. And what they did was they built something inside in the center of the moon, just like they have here on Earth.
That's funny you said bell. So the bell that was in Nazi Germany, that was Hitler's baby and had the highest amount of scientists on it, was the time machine, and it was never found. but all the pieces, all the equipment and all of it was still there, but the bell was gone. It's an actual thing of part of World War II.
Wait, so this bell thing is a time machine?
That's what they said. Now, granted, we have no idea. That sounds crazy for the 1940s, but
I thought it was a DeLorean.
No. Oh wait, Back to the Future. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
Look,
I'm being attacked by something.
I'm not as old as you. What is it?
There's something attacking me, chat.
Okay, and that leads to there have been how did you not know there were multiple astronauts that landed on the moon?
I thought it was just the 3.
A lot of people think that. There's only one that's been shown,
Okay,
but
what
there's
proof
multiple people.
do you have of this?
All the different countries that said they saw them go.
But why wouldn't they film it? Why wouldn't there be this is
They already did it
moon
once.
landing?
How many times do you need them to do it again? Because they're doing stuff they don't want you to see, like colonizing it. How would you know?
So you think Elon Musk has a bunch of the humanoid robots up there building a underground facility, and that's why they have the electric cars, so that they need to be able to move where there's,
I think that, honestly, like, from my opinion, I think that the moon already was colonized.
When we got
just
there,
on the dark side of it.
yeah, I think it was colonized by aliens.
It's in Elon's best interest to colonize on Mars, which is already happening.
We got there and we found that the insectoid aliens were already there. They'd been living on the dark side of the moon or inside the moon the entire time. Maybe that's when we made first contact with them, is we went to the moon. I think we made first contact before. I think the aliens knew that we were developing new technologies, we were developing nuclear capabilities, and what happened is they saw that, they started investigating us. They colonized the moon so that they could keep an eye on us, right? And make sure, okay, let's make sure they don't get out of hand. But the Galactic Federation has rules that they cannot.
That is way out there.
Why not?
You're talking about some made up, Star Trek kind of deal. Okay. During COVID, not that I trust the government in any way, shape, or form, but during COVID, while we're all locked up, stressing for our lives, what did the government come out and say? And no one cared.
Aliens.
Right. That we've always had aliens. They all existed, and no one cared. Because we already knew.
We already knew.
But how far back? And when did we develop that technology? Pull up that last picture.
Let me see here. Whoops. This one?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. How do we zoom in on it? Oh, that's easy.
Okay. So looking at that picture, you can see the growth from where it is the middle 1950s to 2000. So we went to that and straight up right after Roswell.
Yeah.
Right after Roswell, when they said there
What
was
is
no
this?
aliens. 2400 BC.
And what am I looking at here?
The Egyptian and Greek.
Okay, so that's Egyptian,
Like the
Greek.
Colosseum.
Okay, and this is
How we worked from one way to another. So like Galileo, all those kind of things.
and then we got like the car.
Not even that. The
and-
buggy wasn't even until the early 1800s.
Right, we got the
Phone,
phone.
early 1800s. So
and
the
then it
rest
looks
on
like
the
the
other
TV,
side, right?
the airplane,
And all these things happened right after Roswell.
and even now we have social media and smartphones, and
Do you really think mankind, and depending on where you think you're religious or not, was able to produce that and make a huge turnaround in 50 years?
absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely.
When the world's
Look,
like
it was flatlined.
5,000 years old.
It was flatlined
people.
for like 1,000 something years.
Yeah.
Flatlined.
Where
completely.
did that technology come from? Because it wasn't here. I'm not saying
That's
that.
I'm with you. I believe the aliens gave us the technology. I don't think that we did it on our own, and I think that maybe the aliens
Or
have
some entity, for that
right
matter.
or something, right?
Right.
And the fact they say that, oh well, we can't go to the moon now. right? We don't have the telemetry, we don't have the information, it's been lost or whatever. I think it's because we went to the moon, we got the moon rock samples and stuff, and we've been there, but the aliens took us there, right?
Yeah.
And we got the samples back, and then they had to film it in Hollywood in a studio in order to explain to the public, how did we get these moon rocks?
I disagree.
How
I
else?
think they took them up there.
I've got
look at the camera
a
angles.
lab full of scientists, right? And I got all these rocks, okay? And I got to explain to these scientists where the rocks came from. Well, what better way than to fake the moon landing?
No. Or they took them up there themselves. That doesn't make any sense. If you watch any of the videos or even see the footage, and I'm sure a lot of people have, and they're like, oh, that's doctored. But if you look at it from a scientific perspective, how they act, the way the flag doesn't actually wave, it just is crunched because it isn't the same like it is. There's no wind up there. It all makes sense. We just didn't get there on our own. That's the difference.
So do you think they took us there, or they gave us the technology that took us there?
Either or. But I think they were already on there.
I think it's irrelevant.
that's what because then the dark side of the moon.
No, what I mean is I think it's irrelevant whether they took us there or if they gave us the technology which took us there. Either way, aliens exist in that scenario, and we didn't get to the moon on our own volition.
Or we could have, if we stole all of Hitler's technology.
So where did Hitler get the technology from?
That's a great question. I have no idea. That I don't understand. But he had the top-notch scientist in the world.
I do know this, that Hitler was like obsessed with the occult.
Yes.
And with like different like spiritual and supernatural things. So like what was the movie where they were like looking for the spearhead that pierced Jesus's side, and it had like supernatural properties? What movie was that?
I have no idea.
There was a movie, chat. Someone help me out. The Grill Society. Somebody has to know what movie this was, but anyway, it was a known thing that Hitler was searching out these technologies, and he was open to the idea of science and spirituality and things that we can't understand. He was trying to harness any energy or thing he could in order to take over and dominate the world. So that does make sense. The Spear of Destiny. Yes, that is it.
Oh my goodness.
Bellstar for the win. And don't forget, if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you come over to YouTube. That's where the real show is happening. That's where you're going to get the quality audio and video. And it's not just the camera pointed at my ugly mug. You get to see Jessie sitting right next to me. She's right here, but you can't see her.
I'm boycotting TikTok. Boycotting TikTok.
Yeah. We love TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is incredible, and we love everything about TikTok Shop. And for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm being hyperbolic.
Okay, so then what are your theories of what's happening on the dark side of the moon? Because I have those too.
Okay, I think there's either like a secret moon base, or maybe it's frozen like glaciers and there's like water there or something. Maybe I've heard where it's basically the front face of it is an artificial to look natural, and the back it's actually like an orbiting like space satellite thing that was developed by the aliens in order to protect us from like asteroids and things like that. I've also heard that the moon was probably made and placed where it's at because it's too perfect. Okay, it's the perfect size, it's at the perfect distance in order to protect the Earth.
It's very misshapen.
I know that it's misshapen, but what I'm saying is it's just perfectly right to sustain life on Earth. That's what I'm trying to say. It's either that it just happened to work out right that way, and that's why there's not so much life out in
Big Bang Theory.
Yes, but maybe the aliens placed it there, you know, with like a tractor beam. They got their little spaceship and they got their little tractor beam and they move this big
So
rock.
are
and,
we just like the people in a mousetrap? Like we're just
Yeah.
like scientific
I
experiments?
think it's a food farm. I think it's a food farm. We're freaking cattle. We're being raised.
Then why give us the technology that eventually we could use against them? If you believe that, why give us the technology?
It's primitive, subpar.
To them?
To them, yes. They have the They only give us the technology that gives us enough to where it can. They can use us as, I can't say the S word, but to do their bidding for them, right? And then it's just enough technology to where whatever technology they have, it's going to be better. Think of it like this: as the U.S. has like F-15s and they have F-27s, right? They give the F-15s to other countries, but we don't give out the F-27 because the F-27 can take down the F-15.
So we're not mentally capable as human beings to be as smart as anything other life forms?
It's like a process. It takes time to develop and create, and they monitor us so that they will know if we were getting too far, and then they could basically just come and wipe us out with like an Armageddon or a flood or some type of thing to make us start all over and then do it all over again.
You really? So with that narrative, then there's no religion, right?
I mean, I'm just spitballing here.
No, I know, and now I'm asking questions. So if that's the theory, and you went pretty hard for that,
or aliens
so
are the religion. Maybe the aliens are what people believe in religion is a representation of those things, or maybe it is something spiritual and benevolent, and we're just. I think that whether you want to call it alien, spirit, God, different things, I think they're just different words that we use to explain things that we don't understand.
No, I completely agree with that because it makes you feel comfortable thinking that there's something behind it than chaos in general. I get that. But that also doesn't make sense because what we're talking about is the only way we could have gotten to the moon was with help. Right? We were in we were in a stagnant. We were all fighting the space race, correct? With Russia and everyone else. How did it not happen? Why would they lie? Why would all these countries who hate us lie? And if that was the case, were they all in a conspiracy? Are like, we know it's aliens, but if we open our mouth, we might not get any more of their technology.
Or maybe the aliens put brain probes in all the people so that way the leaders of the different countries would go with the flow and not ruffle any feathers. Because they have to be silent, because they need to slowly pick from the cattle. Like, you know, you don't just harvest all the cattle on the farm. You allow some of them to stay so that they can procreate.
Okay. But let's go to your theory because you made me listen to that
I have
book.
all the theories.
Behold a Pale Horse theory of his theory of the moon and the aliens.
Yeah, chat, if you have not read Behold a Pale Horse, make sure you join my Discord. I have it posted there under the section Knowledge. And if you have any other books that you think that we should be reading, post them there, #knowledge in my Discord. The link is in my bio. Just click the link and you can join the Discord there.
So
I'm done showing.
You made me listen to it. What was his theory about Eisenhower making a deal with the aliens in exchange for technology for us to do all these things that we've done since Roswell?
Yes, and it was also said that the aliens were supposed to only deal with the United States, but they were making deals with other countries. Why wouldn't they possibly say, hey, you've got to do this and you can't say that and you can't question whatever happens because they have a certain narrative that they want to push. And that's what everyone has to stick to. And they're terrified because there are these things that can just zap them with a ray gun and then poof, you're gone. You know what
that's
I mean?
A stereotype. Okay?
I'm just saying, like,
it's a stereotype. That's like saying I love salsa.
If you're a human being, okay, and there's this being that has superior technology to anything you do, and says you better do what we tell you to, or else I'm gonna assume they have a ray gun that can melt me, like in Mars Attacks. Okay, like that's just me. I'm gonna say, you know what? I probably should do whatever they say because they can melt my brain.
So call their bluff.
What do you mean call their bluff?
Call their bluff.
How do you fight?
You would? How would you? What? I could be like have like a pretend, pew pew behind a jacket, and you're just gonna.
So
roll
you want
over?
to test that theory?
I do. I would.
I don't
absolutely
know.
would.
I think that the people that are in power want to stay in power, and they're like, you know what? I'm just going to play by the rules, and that way things will be manipulated in my favor. And obviously, it seems like they've manipulated all sides, and that's why we're seeing, I think, the world we're seeing today. But
do you think that they were preparing? That's the whole point of landing on the moon, to see if they could sustain life because they knew we were messing up down here?
No, I think they're farming us. I think we're food. That seems to be the most logical scenario. Okay, like if we're here, we're an experiment or whatever. We're food. They gotta eat something. There's something on our planet, or it's us ourselves that they need to sustain life. What are they eating out there?
They could be like freaking vegetarians. We don't know.
Well, but they're like mutilating cows and abducting dudes in lumberjacks in the forest.
Didn't you dissect frogs and pigs in high school?
I did.
You did. Why?
Because I was hungry.
That? No,
it was right before lunch, and I needed to eat. And I was like, you know what? This looks like a nice meal.
You're not going to like where I'm going with this. Did you or did you not?
I did. I was forced to. I did not want to.
Why did they make us do that?
They wanted us to learn the inner workings of the frog.
So you might find some sliced up cows and deer and stuff like that to
okay,
study.
So they're studying us, right?
Right. If that's the case.
Then what are they eating?
Plants. We don't know.
Right, they got to be some sort of food source. What if it's gold?
Osmosis.
What if it's gold and they're eating all the gold right now, and that's why the price of gold is just skyrocketing?
That's not why.
And we have to switch to crypto, and we have a
you said the C word.
Backed.
You said the C word.
I'm just saying, like, maybe that's why is they're like, we have to get off the gold standard, and we have to go to fiat or digital currency because the aliens need to eat the gold. They're hungry.
If we are just a science experiment, it doesn't matter. None of it matters, right?
I'm just saying.
No, that one.
It lines up with the timeline.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, what was it? Like the 1930s or whatever that they switched from the gold standard?
I think it was 1916 actually to 1930. Yes.
Yeah, but it was like officially in like what 1933 or something. So that kind of lines up with everything happening. Maybe they're here to mine our gold.
Most of it, like, I know what you're saying because every movie that has to do with any of those things always has to do with some sort of farming something from our planet.
I mean, it's just the most logical thing. Okay, you're in a spacecraft, right? We're in a spacecraft and we're traveling through the galaxy. We have limited resources. When we get to a new place, what do we have to do? Extract resources. Otherwise, because we deplete resources as we go along.
Okay.
So if they're meat-eating beings,